It's DJ Slider Bite, and we're back with the Slider Cast, and I'm back with two fellow comedians, two fellow stand-up comedians, and we're just here hanging out, hitting the theme song. So I just want to introduce everybody. So I got Mac. What's your name? Mac
Nepper.
Mac Nepper.
The Bad Boy Comedy.
Yes, the Bad Boy Comedy, Mac Nepper. And then I also have who else do I have with me?
Dwayne D is in the building. You know what it is.
Yes, Dwayne D. That's how they pronounce.
In the building.
That's how they pronounce you on the internet. How do they get you on the internet? Dwayne what?
It's just Dwayne D because I used to work at a school and I don't want all my kids looking me up.
Okay, all right. This motherfucker worked at a school. All right, yeah, yes. So all right. So we got Dwayne D, and then we got Mac Nepper, the Bad Boy Comedy.
Yup.
And then this is the Gabby Cinnabed Comedy, DJ Slider Bite. And so, yeah, that's only funny around other black people who know who Gabby Cinnabed is.
I don't know who it is, but I know
I
you're the
swear
king,
to
so
God.
I said the king, bro.
No. If you were abreast to who Gabby Cinnabed was, you would be laughing. Have you ever seen the movie Precious?
Yes. No, you told me about this joke before.
Yeah. That's what I said. Yes. So yes, I'm the Gabby Cinnabed Comedy. So it's. And Gabby Cinnabed was the main character of Precious. So I am that girl.
But she's hotter than you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's more attractive than I am. I am a piece of shit.
She's
so
hot. I love girls at that weight, you know?
Yeah, I got nothing going on for myself. Only got this verbish jokes. So yeah, that's it.
Hey, talk about your haircut, man.
No, yeah. I got a good haircut. It's all on.
Ask us about your haircut.
He tried to get on his ass off the bat.
Give it up for my haircut.
Yeah, give it up for the haircut.
He's a joke where he says, I got a new haircut. Give it up for my haircut.
Yeah.
Best joke of all time.
I think that's so silly when people are just like, give it up for this.
Dude,
and
I saw that in your story. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, no. When people are like, give it up for this, I'm just like, that is the most lamest shit ever. They're like, give it up for it's a full moon. Give it up for the full moon.
Yeah.
Like,
or did you get vaccinated? Give it up for your vaccination. And you're like, I got a haircut. Give it up for my haircut.
That shit works if you have a microphone in your hand. People they'll give it up for anything.
It does a lot of times, but a lot of times you got to be a hack. Like you got to be like, yeah, if you got vaccinated, cheer. Like, or to say like some random shit like that, or be like, if you voted, cheer.
Yeah.
Like, so one time I went up on stage and I did a character called Mac the Hack, and I just walked up there and I just said shit like that, like give it up if you voted, give it up if you got vaccinated, and then I just did a bunch of like bullshit hack shit, and I did really well.
Okay.
I'll
be with it. I would try that.
Everybody, every female comedian.
I was about to name drop a female comedian. That's Sarah Squirm's thing.
All of them.
To get up on stage, when she was hosting that coach, y'all be like, give it up for this guy. It'd be some random asshole sitting in the fucking in the fucking crowd.
Well, the most hack shit is just pandering to the audience. Like, just fully.
Yeah, that's why I feel like when you say give it up to anything, I feel like you're pandering.
Well, because when I go on stage, I say give it up sometimes, but I like to say, like, give it up for guns.
Yes.
And you say give it up for my haircut. I like doing a thing that people don't relate to because it's funnier.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that recently. And then you got the whole gun skit and all that shit. And it was just like, I love that. I fucking love that.
I'm trying to figure out a set because I have a show next Tuesday at Enjoy. So I'm trying to actually have a real, 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay. Which Enjoy?
The one at Wicker Park on Division.
I've never been to that one.
Oh, the one on Division, not the one on Milwaukee.
No.
Okay.
The cool one.
And then I like to pretend that I have fans from all over.
So you do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we're deliberately talking on my podcast, so it's just like sometimes I like to explain what the fuck's going on. So it's just like a place to enjoy in Milwaukee, north side of Chicago, because we're in north side of Chicago right now.
There's also a Enjoy in the city of Milwaukee, and I know a lot of fans of yours that are out there too. Yeah.
Wait, there's an Enjoy in Chicago in Milwaukee?
I made that up. to say yes.
No, all right.
He had him going for a minute.
God, I was really about to be amazed. Like I was like, oh, there's another Enjoy. Shit.
Yeah, no, I just heard on Milwaukee, so I said in Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, I thought it was another Enjoy, but it's a place called Enjoy. It's a great place. Great place to be.
It's fun. Yeah, I've gone there and I went to the dance floor and started like doing the Russian dance, which is like dancing like this on the.
Oh, you got good knees.
No, my knees have gotten destroyed by doing that when I was younger, and I fell on the ground after doing it. But everyone was like, "Hell yeah, this guy's the man!"
That's funny.
I wasn't the man. I just fell on the ground, and I was pathetic. Yeah.
I mean, the dancing part is fine. It's the crowd support that's very white.
Yeah, well, not very. No, actually, the whole crowd was like older black women.
Oh, okay.
And they were digging it, but they were probably hammered.
See, that's the thing is that they weren't though. They were like, "Fuck this guy. This is our way of making fun of him. We're gonna encourage him to keep doing the shit that we're laughing."
They
at.
were definitely making fun of me. I think the Russian like cheer for it is like this, and they were just like, "Ugly ass, dirty ass." Because I was just blacked out, drunk, and an idiot. So good times, though. You know,
you can't trust as a non-black. You cannot trust black people when there's a laughing situation and you are involved, because it's likely that they're laughing at you.
Yeah, but old black women are so nice.
They are.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. At least in a black situation, people are laughing at you to make fun, and they want you to do better.
Like, I can't wait to tell my friends at church about this tomorrow.
Yeah, they want you to do better. Where other people, they're laughing at you, and it's just like, no, I want you to kill yourself.
Yeah,
other groups want you to commit suicide.
And I thought about killing myself that night too.
See, yeah,
because I'm white.
But it's more going on though. You can kind of embarrass yourself more being as a white person, and it's okay. Where black people don't embarrass themselves a lot. It's just like, this person did this and they can't do this. They can't.
You've embarrassed yourself a few times, and
I'm trying
got a lot of laughs.
I'm trying to find it because we're all comedians. So I was trying to find a good example of it, and I was going to say like Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
The way, like, how white people love Weird Al. He can make fun of himself. He can do funny shit.
Well, for me,
but I was about to say, where black people, we can make fun of ourselves and we can do funny shit, but it's not, you can't like be a buffoon too many times. Like you got to make fun of somebody and still be on top of the game. You get what I mean? Like think about Weird Al Yankovic. How many? Think about a black Weird Al Yankovic. Like, black people make fun of people all the time. But we're never like, make fun of me. I'm making fun of people, but make fun of me.
I don't know. There are a lot of black comedians that do self-deprecating humor a lot.
Yeah, but like a Weird Al. Like I love Weird Al.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be nobody like Weird Al. No white other Weird Al. No black other Weird Al.
I mean, but it's something close. Like I would say,
because when I go on stage, I just purposely like try to make the crowd uncomfortable.
Or I would say like somebody that's kind of cool.
I don't go for laughs. I go for uncomfortability.
Yeah, no, you do a good job with that. I would say somebody in the same vein, maybe Lil Duval. He's not in the same vein as making people.
Robert Duvall, the actor.
No, Lil Duval, Robert Duvall. That's funny. That is hilarious. But no, Lil Duval made the. You know who Lil Duval is, don't you?
Yeah.
Dwayne,
Who's Lil Duval?
No, don't say that.
He's an urban. Don't even say that. Oh, that's terrible that you're saying that. But no, Lil Duval is fucking hilarious.
I've heard of Lil Duval. I don't know.
Okay, Lil Duval owns an island.
Well, so does Jeffrey Epstein.
No, but
Jesus
the one thing
Christ.
that's cool. No, and I like that too. But it's just cool how sometimes it'll be a white comedian where they're just like, I never heard of this person, but they're rich. And it was just like Lil Duval is like, yeah, I never heard of him, but this motherfucker's rich. He owns he came up during Comic View.
That would have been famous for a long time.
Yeah, but it was just the last 2 years he had a song called I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, the song about living my best life, that was a Lil Duval song.
I've been famous in my mind for a long time, and not in real life.
You know, a lot of people have.
Yeah, I'm delusional like most comedians.
Honestly, as long as you feel like that and as long as you act accordingly, it's okay.
Well, that's because I'm retarded. I was born retarded, raised retarded, and I grew up in a predominantly retarded neighborhood.
It's
I
okay.
just want y'all to know that that was him, and I did not drop the R word for anybody that's listening now or in the future.
Okay. Well, Dwayne is trying to
My
impress
cousin's
people.
retarded, man.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
No, see, Dwayne's trying to impress people. This is a retarded podcast. So, yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me before I came. They got me strapped in.
Dwayne,
now.
why'd you say the R word, dude? You just said it.
This is a retarded podcast for retarded people by retarded people.
Yep.
Yeah, only to be broadcasted to retarded
I'm
people.
trying to figure out the FUBU of for retarded people by retarded people.
Yeah. This is an Arbu. What would it be? I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Whatever the fuck. It would just.
No, I don't want either of you all to succeed in comedy because y'all gonna get famous, and then somebody's gonna look back
and call us out.
They're gonna be like, "Did you hear this podcast with these motherfuckers on here talking crazy like this?"
I have enough stuff out. I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have time for that, dude.
If I ever get famous, I'm done, man.
I feel like it's the most.
I've already admitted defeat. I've been doing comedy for 6 months.
It's the most talentless people that do the old when they want to like go in the backstory and be like, this person said this back in the day. That's my whole thing. It's
like
just,
Bob Keane.
Yeah, his Bob. You're not a fan of Bob Keane or?
Absolute enemy.
I don't know if it was you. One time I was at it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of this person." I don't know if he was talking about you or
Probably
the other
me.
person.
Probably me.
Yeah, no, Bob.
We got a big time feud. I'm gonna shoot his ass.
Wait, the only thing I will say, we are on a podcast. We are on a podcast.
I'm gonna kill Bob Keane.
Jesus. All right.
I
So
just want you to know that was
Next
not
time I
Dwayne.
see Bob Keane, I'm gonna shoot him with a gun. My name is Dwayne.
No.
Just
no.
want you to know that was certainly not Dwayne.
My name is Dwayne. I'm gonna kill Bob Keane.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
No. Well, hey, the
I'm
authorities
wearing
know.
a red hat.
The authorities know who's talking. and then like some people who. And then I was about to say the one thing with Bob Keane, his girl is all about
He's
black.
fat.
His girl is all about black people's voices, so she'd be able to tell who threatened him or not.
She also had an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
during
but
the pandemic.
it'll be one of those things where she knows who the
wild.
fuck is talking about her
was showing
boyfriend
her-
right now. She knows it's not a white guy talking about him right now.
She was showing her booty hole on the internet.
Her whole bullshit is like, oh, black people talk a certain way.
Well,
so when she's doing like, hey, who threatened my boyfriend? It wasn't a black person who said it. It was like, you should listen to it, bitch.
It was me, the red hat guy. With
No,
the
you don't even have to say it. That'll be her whole thing. Let her use her degree. And it'll be like, I'm gonna decipher that it was a white person that said this.
Well,
it wasn't any other black people.
She also helps out my enemy Bob Keane because she heckles me at Beer Belly.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, what is this beef that you? I need an explanation. You can't just jump in and say, "Yo, I got beef with it." I need the story. What's the background?
I don't even think
No,
it's
it
a
started
story.
off-
It's not even a thing.
I went to one of his
But,
open
the
mics,
only-
and then I guess I was talking shit to him, and I was blacked out. And then the next morning, I Instagram messaged him and apologized. And
Can I say you were
he just
you were
went off on me?
Can I say you were African American out? You weren't blacked out. You were African American.
I was African American out. And I apologize for saying blacked out to
Yes.
all of our listeners.
Yeah, I apologize to the people who care.
Yeah.
We woke over here. fam.
Ariel Julie, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, she's always like black people speak different.
No,
I
but
was like,
basically,
no, they don't.
he
I was
was-
like, how do I speak? Like, what the-
at that point, he was like a 10-year comedian, and I was like a 2-month comedian, and he just like went off on me in like a bunch of paragraphs, and I didn't barely met him, and he just just went off on me, and then I released the DMs to the public.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Man,
honestly
he
though.
leaked the
I had to,
DM.
dude.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth. I'm a fan of releasing shit to the public. Like, fuck that.
No, but only with bullshit like that. Like, I would never release like a girl shit. No, but he was being a fucking piece of shit. So I let he's a 10-year comic.
I'm not even co-signing that.
Who was just fucking writing paragraphs about me being a shitty comic as a brand new comedian, and yeah, he's a pussy.
No, I'm a big fan of releasing things to the public. If someone says anything,
Well, then he started commenting on my videos too on Instagram.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, this
What
guy's...
did you say to this
I
man?
think it's all it's all a misunderstanding.
I probably told him he's a fat, shitty comic, and he sucks ass at comedy, and he's never going to be successful. He should probably kill himself.
No,
Oh, y'all ain't right out here, man.
yeah,
Y'all are
no.
not right.
I think y'all should just you should have a wrestling or a boxing.
I love
match.
every other comic in Chicago except for Bob Keenan.
Don't they got a roast match that they? Who?
Yeah, they do that.
Me and
roast.
him are past that.
Okay.
Oh, I want real beef up on there. I want beef on the
the
mic.
other weekend, I challenged him to a dick measuring contest where we both stand on stage and whip our dicks out, and hot girls measure our dicks, and whoever's dick is bigger wins.
Okay, I don't know where that's legal at, but I'll show up.
He refused because he's a little dick Irish boy.
I like what you're saying. You don't know where that's legal at. Yeah, that's some Indiana.
Well, we're doing it at Lincoln Lodge next Friday. No,
Yeah, I feel like that'll be very legal in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Very
That's what-
specific.
yeah,
like
that's
you
what
know
motherfuckers-
something.
Or Bangkok.
What's going on, Mark?
Yeah, or Bangkok. Yeah,
And it also be lady boys.
yeah, but I think in Biloxi, Mississippi, at the casino in Biloxi, motherfuckers can measure their dicks and then do a set.
Is that your favorite place?
No, I just feel like that's the place where they'll just be like, hey, you guys should settle this in Biloxi. Like, settle this down here.
You can't do it here, but however, in Biloxi.
Yeah, I guarantee it's somebody that's just like, hey, settle this down here.
We've been looking for a dick measuring contest down here.
Yeah,
All we need
yes,
is-
exactly. It's always some metaphorically dick measuring contest. Now it could be for real.
Yeah.
I
Some people from the
recently,
We have the hot ring girls.
Yeah,
I
Win to
recently
measure.
saw a flyer for a prettiest butthole competition.
I'm in that.
Oh wow!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
You didn't place? Okay.
Yeah.
I look. So there's a lot of shit that floats around the internet. People make things up. So being the degenerate that I am, I had to look into this, right? Because I saw a flyer for a prettiest butthole competition, and like nobody took the time out of their day to actually edit this for an actual event. Like this is a big fucking joke. And I go and look it up. It's on the fucking strip club's website. Somewhere down south, of course, but there's like...
Is it just female buttholes, or what's going on there?
I'm assuming so. It didn't specify that it had to be a female butthole, I guess, but...
So I guess they just... I mean, what if you're a straight dude and you pick the dude's asshole? If it's...
An asshole is an
that is
asshole,
hilarious.
right?
Then you
How
gotta
do you
rethink
rank
your
it?
whole
That's
life,
why I
man.
like having comedians here, because I've always thought about that, where you just had to like pick out a butt or pick out a
Yeah.
silhouette. What if you pick out a silhouette of some thick ass dude?
Yeah, you
Hey,
you
that
be a dude's
nigga's
asshole, and then all your friends, you're gay, dude.
Where you're just like, damn, this bitch is thick as hell, and then and then they do the thing where they're just like, see who this
Yeah.
really is, and it's a he. It's just
All your friends are like, oh yeah, that's the best asshole.
it was like, damn,
Okay.
I thought she was thick as hell. They are thick as hell. He was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Well,
Like,
and then
this
you
is-
tell your comic friend he has to change his whole orientation. He's a gay man now.
yeah, no, it was just, yes. No, I've thought about that
Look,
before.
if them niggas is thick, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that I'm interested, but I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? If I look at a man and a woman next to each other, and I don't know what gender they are between, and they,
And then you
know
see
what
a
I'm saying?
dick hanging out the bottom, and you're like, yeah, bro.
You know,
Yeah, bro, kill it. Like, what the fuck?
even in that case, if the male in this case still had a fatter ass than the
He's
woman,
thick.
I would say that's a nicer ass. I would say that nigga's thick. You know, that don't mean I'm interested. I'm saying that's a nice ass.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say that guy is thick. But I can't say the other word.
Oh, it's a comedian. His name's Teddy Ray. He was like, "You're out here double cheeked up." That's what he'll say to a guy that's
I'll
out here
say
thick.
I'll say that man is thick.
Yeah, you're out here double cheeked up on a Wednesday.
I remember it was a
thick
nice,
as
Welcome
hell.
to Cheeked Up Podcast.
Yeah, just super thick on a Tuesday night. What the fuck?
it was a night in East Room. Everybody's got an East Room night.
All right, East Room it's a bar in Chicago. Remember because I got hella fans in the Philippines. They don't know what the fuck these places. They're fans of us. But they don't know what's going on in Chicago, so we got
Shout
to
out to
sometimes.
Philippines, man.
So
I don't know
yeah,
what the fuck
so
y'all doing out there.
comedian Dwayne was talking about a bar in East Room, North Side of Chicago called the East Room.
Yeah,
Where's East Room? What neighborhood?
It's in Logan. It no longer exists. You know what I'm saying?
It longer-
Because there was a
and-
shooting outside of it, right? Or no?
No, there was multiple
somewhere else?
shootings, and
That
I
was
want
Evil
to.
Olive, maybe.
No, it was
Evil Olive,
it was
yeah.
because I have a shooting story outside of the East Room too, and then
My buddy worked there. He's a bouncer.
Hey, There's no proof that it came from East Room. Let's just be clear. There was a shooting on Milwaukee. We don't know where the assailants came
we don't know.
from.
Yeah, they could have
be
been.
honest, I was the shooter.
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And I got away.
Yeah, we don't know exactly where they were, but shit went down at the East Room. This is a bar I've been kicked out of plenty of times. So
Let's
that's
go to the West Room.
That's what I wanted to talk about. I was going to say I wanted to be very transparent. I've been kicked out plenty of times. The bar, who's the bouncer? That bouncer, his name is Tiny. What's his name?
Tiny?
What's his name? Fatty.
Fatty.
That guy.
I'd rather fight Tiny.
Hates my guts. All right. So it's one of those, even if he's listening, he knows me. I don't know what I did. That was when at the East Room was when I used to drink whiskey. I don't drink whiskey anymore. I don't drink dark liquor. So
racist.
Yeah. So
you're racist, dude.
Yeah, I might be racist now, but back then I was drinking dark liquor, and that's probably why the bouncers at the East Room don't like me. Tiny or Fatty, that's his name. Fatty. That fatty guy does not like me, and I want him. Fatty, hopefully he's listening to this, and I just want to know. I don't know what I did. Hopefully, if I did it while I was drunk, and I apologize.
Fuck you, Fatty. I'll beat your ass.
Yeah, he'll beat your ass, but no, I'm just saying. Hey, if I'm drunk off vodka, I apologize. If it's some Cavassier, chalk it up to the Cavassier. I don't know. You know
if
what I'm
it's
saying?
wine, that turned me gay.
Yeah. If it was wine, I was on some gay shit. If it was some dark liquor, I was on some aggressive shit. But I know I wasn't drinking vodka or tequila. If I was drinking vodka or tequila, I'm a normal person.
Yeah, I've been kicked out of Cleo's a bunch of times.
And Cleo's is a good place.
What the hell is Cleo's?
Because
the 4am bar on Division.
Oh man,
it's a late night bar in Ukrainian Village.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 or 5 a.m. bar, and I've been kicked out of there several times.
Yeah, Cleo's like a soccer place or whatever the fuck. They claim to play soccer.
But the other bars that I go to, the bars that I start at, and they go back to like late night, like Sheffield's. It used to be, and now it's North Bar.
Yeah,
Sheffield's used to like temporarily kick me out. They'd be like, "You got to leave for the night, but you can go back tomorrow."
At Sheffield's?
At Sheffield's, yeah.
Wow, all right. I work for the company at Sheffield's, man. It seems like they would do that. When they would just be like, hey, where they'll just be like, we love you. You're not terrible. You just fucked up tonight.
Well, it's because I'll be sleeping at the bar and yelling at everybody.
Yeah, they'll just be like, yeah, you were just bad tonight. They'll just like, hey, just come back tomorrow. It'll be okay.
Well, I was great friends with the bartender and a lot of the workers there. So, like,
y'all be out here wilding out.
I would do blow in the freezer of Sheffield's.
Damn, no, don't. Hey, snitch on any bar in the world. Don't snitch on Sheffield's. Say it.
I would do blow with Jerry that worked at Sheffield's. He doesn't work there anymore. So.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't work there anymore. Allegedly. Say allegedly.
Drop
allegedly.
his last name, too. Fuck it.
Allegedly.
He's an Irish prick from the South Side.
If we were talking about any other bar, I would let it go. But this is the one bar that still employs me. I don't know.
It's Jerry. I don't know. Fuck it. But
I fucking hate what's going on in Chicago.
I love Juan. I love Meg. I love Greg. Greg has cancer.
What about Mark?
Mark who?
You never remember Mark? He's like the GM of Sheffield's.
The bald dude with glasses?
He's not bald. He's like from the South Side. He's like from Southern Illinois.
Does he have a beard?
No, he doesn't have a beard. But he's the manager. Shout out to Mark.
Shout out Mark, man.
Yeah,
does he wear a hat, a forward hat?
Sometimes he does.
Okay,
yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Is he balding?
But he's not one of the cool managers.
You don't think so? Well, he's cool to me. I'm sorry.
Mark, you're a pussy.
Nah. All right. Well,
I see why you got beef with Bob King. He's just talking shit on anybody.
I don't think so. No, because that shit was
that
was legit. And then Bob said it to me first, so it was one thing. It was like I didn't even think it was. I didn't even. And first of all, I want to say I did not want to bring this up on this. I wanted to be all positive. I just thought we were going to talk about fat bitches in Chicago, and that's it.
Bob Keane, he's a fat bitch.
She's not even that fat. Bob Keane is like slender. He's a slender bitch.
He has an extended stomach, though.
Yeah, but no, I didn't even think. But no, it is some people. It's some people in the city that, or in the scene where it's just like you suck. Like I remember when I first started, and I was going under DJ Slatterbite, and I had this girl named Danielle, and she was just like, "Yeah, your name sucks, and your name is so bad that some people won't be able. Some people will refuse to perform with you, or they won't put your name on a flyer."
What does that mean?
If I ever show DJ Slatterbite, you're headlining it, at least featuring.
No, it was just one of those things. Like
I probably have Dale headlining.
The only thing I would say, she was a Hispanic comedian, but she was just trying to be like, your name is ghetto. And so if you have a ghetto name, people would think
Slider Bite? No.
Yeah, no, because
how's that ghetto?
No, the only thing I would say,
Ray recipe,
DJ Sliderbite might seem hood because it would be like
Sliderbite.
Yeah, because people who don't know, but that's why I like doing my name as DJ Sliderbite. Motherfuckers that know me know they're gonna anticipate how I'm talking now.
Trapaholics, biatch.
Yeah, it was just she was a racist. She was a racist Hispanic that wanted to be white.
A lot of times Hispanic people aren't huge fans of black people.
No, they're not. But especially when they're a lot
of times they're worse than white people.
Yes, exactly. But her name was Danielle, and she was just like, yeah, the name DJ Sliderbite won't be good on a show, and nobody will want to book you because of your name. And it was only because it would be like racist people wouldn't want to book a DJ Sliderbite because they think it's hood. But I just know, as long as I keep carrying myself the way I am, as long as I...
They'd rather book Martez.
That's what I'm saying. Martez would suck. A show with Martez would suck. A DJ Sliderbite show would be the shit.
Hey, this is an evening with Martez.
Yeah, no. It was just her thing. Was she just wanted me to have the name? No, it was no. I'm happy with my name, and I'm definitely happy with what I got going on now.
Name, dude.
That's pretty wild.
No, I think it's dope. Especially
people know you by it,
yeah, or especially people listening to this podcast. But when you Google DJ Sliderbite, all my shit shows up. But when you Google Martez Spencer, it's like motherfuckers who had. This is one guy who had a good ass high school basketball game. He scored like 35 points. His name was
one game?
Yeah, his name was Martez something, and then his last name wasn't Spencer, but his first name was Martez. This motherfucker had it.
Hey, good for Martez.
But he had a phenomenal basketball. He had a phenomenal basketball game, and then his name shows up when you Google it.
Good
so
for
it's
him,
just,
man. That's awesome.
It's one of those things like I don't want that. I want you to Google when you're trying to Google the comedy Martez or Google DJ Sliderbite. Only me. Don't show this motherfucker. One time
I typed in DJ Sliderbite and it was a bunch of gay porn, a bunch of
that's what's up.
Dudes dressed up as spiders.
That might have been me too.
You know, it would not be that hard.
You were in it too.
Yeah, it might have been me. Yeah, it was.
It would not be that hard to get that to happen because nobody else is using the name DJ Sliderbite. So the SEO ranking is whatever you make it. Yes. So if somebody wants to be an asshole, they can make whatever they want pop up on your name.
That's why I like it.
I would do that if I didn't respect him. I would just hire people to make a gay porno called DJ Sliderbite porno.
That's hilarious. Speaking of that, I had how like when you back in the day when you were in middle school, and I was in middle school, high school, and this school in Hazel Park, Michigan, and I had this friend named Kyle Reardon. And we were Googling our names, and he was pissed off because everybody Googled their name, and it was nothing. And his name was Kyle
Reardon.
That's
not good.
That's a real name. He's a real dude. He's a regular ass motherfucker. But when he Googled his name, he was like, a gay porn star shows up. That's like very popular. Like it was like a porn star that was like super duper popular around 2004, 2005. And his name was exactly Kyle Reardon. And that shit sucked. Yeah, that shit sucked. It was the one thing where I was just like, at least I would rather be Martez. My name is because it's a black name, but then when you're around Hispanic people, it's not a black name.
Good for that gay porn star though.
Kyle Reardon you are a gay porn star. And then Kyle Reardon was yeah, shout out to Kyle Reardon. And he was
gay porn star, not the guy from the high school.
Yeah, not the real dude from Hazel Park, Michigan. I'm talking about the porn star who was trying to get his name popping because he really had shit popping.
That porn star was killing it. People were googling his name, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. The dude who was named Kyle Reardon was like really trying to make a name for himself, and it was just like, and it sucked when it was just like this regular ass dude named Kyle Reardon trying to be the quarterback of a football team.
It was looking like Adam Lanza and shit.
Yeah, it was like that was the one thing. It was like that's gotta suck to have a regular name, but then it's this other motherfucker with this goofy name.
You gotta turn on safe search, man. Can't just be out here bringing up porno on your regular Google inquiries.
That's what I'm saying. That was before Safe Surf. It was before all that. It was 2005.
The internet was the Wild West back then.
Yeah, that's what.
But you trying to censor everything?
I mean, back then, you know...
You're one of the parents putting the thing at the bottom of the NWA thing saying, don't listen to this unless you're
18. I'm saying, look, I don't have any kids, but I know better than to let them niggas have access to the internet. Because I remember back when Facebook first popped up, there would randomly at times just be porn. that would come across. Do you remember this on the face when they first started letting you post videos?
The pop-ups would be porn.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about quick clips to like get you in trouble at work where it gets extra loud and it's not really. This would be a full on plot themed out porno that somebody would post on their page, their personal page. I'm sure they're still up there for some people.
I disagree though. If I had kids, I would. Let them look at the porn to be cool guys.
Jesus, you would let kids look at the... No, man. What?
I want my kids to be cool. I want them to be the kids that show the porn to the other kids.
Absolutely.
No.
They gonna kick you out of the district too.
Yeah, I'll shoot the rest if they try.
No, me and my one friend, me and this one guy, his name is Mark. I went to a racist high school. But I have a few friends that I trust, and one of them, his name's Josh, but another dude, his name's Mark, and he is in the Air Force. But me and him always talk about what's going on nowadays and like kids with the internet and all this shit. No. And then he always talks about how like he can keep his kids on lockdown. He's got his kids in so much shit, and like his kids are the shit. But he was just like that will go to hell as soon as my kid goes to school. And then one of his friends are just like, hey, look at this video of this. And he was just like...
No, but I want my kid to be that cool kid.
No, it was just like that. Yeah, it was like you want your kid to be like, hey, look at this shit.
I want my kid to be that kid.
Yeah, no, it's just so hard, man, when you just try to raise your kids to be normal and...
No, I want my kids to be deadbeats that live under a bridge in the future.
I think your kids will be normal, but you just want your kids to just be abreast of like, hey, all this shit's on the internet, and you want to be the first motherfucker to be with the head cut off video. You don't want to be the last person to see the Taliban video.
No, I want my kids to live under a bridge with Bob Keane.
Really? Oh, no, Bob. No, Bob Keane doesn't know anything. No.
These kids got to grow up fast, man. With the internet the way it is. Can you imagine that these days with the internet? Like, with the internet, but now it's like, what the fuck? Like, 100%. Everybody's got to be an influencer. 8th graders, 6th graders. What the fuck do you mean?
You're trying to prove yourself to everybody on the internet all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah,
it's wild.
And you want to be liked, and they all read the comments. And I'm the type of person, personally, I will watch a video one time and leave a shitty comment and never look at it again. But that person's going to read it and remember it for like the rest of their days.
Yeah, especially the young people. Like when you're at that impressionable age, like a teenager, and like you're reading people being like, you suck. Like you're going to take that real personal.
All the time.
So that's why I'm going to train my kids to be the most badass motherfuckers. Be like, yeah, we got porn. We're badasses of the internet.
See? Your kid's going to get on there, and I'm going to make a comment. I'll say, lame ass nigga. Just like that.
Yeah, and then my kid's going to say, okay, little bitch.
See, now we've created a back and forth banter, and in this situation, my face isn't on it, so I automatically win. Each other. No, this is me. I'm going to be like 60 years old, and I'm going to still be on the internet dropping comments under people just to ruin somebody's day.
You're not going to ruin my kids' day. They're going to know how to come back.
Yeah, your kids are going to be with it. All right.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be totally with it.
Okay.
That's the only thing. They're not going to be smart. They're just going to know how to come back against internet comments.
I feel like
you got to send them to a black school, man.
I mean, I went to a 40% white school in Evanston.
Yeah,
40%. God damn.
No, that'll be. You said that. I feel like
50% black and 10% Hispanic. You know.
Oh yeah, you got to fight in there.
See, I gotta. Because I'm from Michigan. I went to a high school that was maybe I would say 80% white.
Yeah,
and it was terrible.
I mean, no, my high school is very diverse.
Yeah, no, how you said it was 50%, or if it were just more. If it were just like maybe 50% white and then other groups, like my high school was just 70% white, maybe 10% black, and then maybe like sprinkle Arabs. But those Arabs wanted to be white.
You know what was wild? At my high school, it was only white and black people, and there were barely any Hispanic people. There were barely any Asian people. It was basically just white and black people.
So you've never been around Arab people or a specific group of Arab people?
I mean, I was. Arab? I mean,
no, like I would say
Indian too. Or?
No, I would say in Michigan, no, because it was some Indian people too.
There were no Arab people at Evanston.
Oh, really?
None.
No, in Michigan there were Arab.
Maybe one.
Well, I don't know.
3,000.
What's his name? I know you know him.
Ahmed.
That's funny.
Probably, I don't know.
That is hilarious. You can pinpoint them. I would say in
I just
Michigan,
guessed the name.
you can't pinpoint anybody in Michigan because in Michigan, and Dearborn, Michigan has the highest population of Middle Eastern people outside of the Middle East in Dearborn, Michigan. I don't know if you know that, right? That is a real fact in Dearborn, Michigan. But where I was at in Hazel Park, Michigan, they had all those regular Arab people, and then they had a specific group of Arab people called the Chaldeans. They're mentioned in the Bible, but they are from Iraq, and they are Christian Iraqis.
My dudes.
Okay.
Christian Iraqis. So they are Arab, but they are Christian.
They
in
get persecuted a lot out there.
But in the Metro Detroit area, it's a high population of them. So it's a high population, and I would compare them to.
We love Little Caesars. Let's go to.
To me, like in a comedian aspect, I would compare them to Puerto Ricans.
Okay.
Very loud.
Okay. Yeah.
Just.
I'm in a very Puerto Rican neighborhood.
Yeah, just obnoxious for no reason. But yeah, it was. But I would say them. So like being around a different group of different type of people.
Yeah, for us, it was only white and black people, essentially. But, like, the high school right by us, Niles North, like, they had a lot of, like, Indian and Pakistani people.
Yeah, see, that's...
But our school was... So, I went from a Catholic school and then transferred to Evanston Township, which is... Like, I went from a small Catholic school to a big public school.
Okay.
And then I joined the Black Disciples.
All right.
BDN a bitch.
Yes.
BDN gang.
The Black
Trays
Disciples.
all day.
Where were they located? Where was there mostly?
Well, the Evanston faction was located on Hartree Street.
And Evanston.
Keem's grandma's house.
Okay.
That's right. Keem's
No,
grandma's house.
Evanston.
Yeah.
Faction.
No, I support it. I support it.
Scotty Scott was there. Wesley Woodson. Nowadays all the BDs got chased down to Atlanta because the GDs are pretty much taking over now and killing all the heads of the BDs.
Okay.
I know a lot.
And then they have theme songs.
Well, who, Chief Keef?
No, that one song is like you just let the GDs in the door. The GDs, they have a theme song.
That song did kind of come out like not that too long after.
Yeah, where the B and then like the BD songs are I'm not trying to get involved or anything, but the BDs don't have a theme song like the GDs.
Well, they have all of Chief Keef's songs.
All of Chief Keef, but
I Hate Being Sober, Love Sosa.
What lately has Chief Keef done?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That BD's
because he got banished to Atlanta.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, he kind of he's not really in the city.
You know, it was wild. Do you know that he moved to Highland Park for a while?
No, yeah, he moved to Highland Park.
Yes, riding around in 4-wheelers with his buddies.
No, it was and then this is the one thing I don't want to.
Some people that went to his house.
I don't want to say I dislike this.
It was wild.
I dislike how well it was just when I moved here, people were talking about Chief Keef. I moved here when Chief Keef was popular, but he moved to Highland Park. Yeah. But then it was a lot of controversy about him being in Highland Park, and I didn't know where he went after that.
Atlanta.
He went to Atlanta, but it was one of those things. He was super duper popular, and I was just saying, as somebody who's coming from Detroit, and I love Chicago, but. And this is the one thing my viewers of my podcast know, and everybody else knows. I hate living north side. I disagree with all these people north side because I remember when I grew up in Detroit and I would see Saturday Night Live and I would hear the Bears. Oh, and then I moved to Chicago and those white people who talk the Bears.
The worst. Yeah.
But they don't live in Chicago. All the people who I meet now are
Arlington Heights.
Yeah, all the people who I meet now are people from Hazel Crest, people from Winnetka.
But do you really want to hang out with people that talk like that?
I would rather hang out with those people. I would rather hang out with those people. I would rather hang out with those people than a motherfucker who was like, yeah, I grew up in Naperville, but my dad used to take me to a Bears game every Saturday. Yeah. And it was just like, you went to one Bears game every Saturday does not make you from Chicago.
Yeah, well, nobody wants to hang out with someone like that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, being up in this area, I always meet people who are just perpetrator motherfuckers who are just like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. Where are you really from? Really, I went to, or this is my joke, because we're on my podcast. My main joke when someone says I'm from Chicago, and then they're usually like a weird person who I think is from the suburb, and I would just go, oh, was your high school safe? How safe was your high school? And then motherfuckers always make a face and they just go, well, I didn't go to high school in Chicago. I went to high school in Evanston.
Really?
They always, when I say, hey, where'd you go to high school at? They always go, well, I didn't go to high school here. I went to high school in Winnetka.
Well, I always claim Evanston when people ask where I'm from.
Where'd you go to high school?
Evanston Township.
There you go. All right. But you've been super close, though. Everything you've said has been legit and not obnoxious.
Well, I'm not fake. I am obnoxious. Retarded.
Not obnoxious in a way to where it's just like this person is doesn't care about the city or doesn't give a fuck or.
I'm from Naperville, really.
Really? No, I do have one joke. Like I always like people always brag about these college or these they say they're from Chicago, but they're really from the suburbs.
Always, all the time.
I was
at the University of Iowa, and like half that college was Illinois
from
kids
Chicago.
From suburbs. Yeah.
I got a secret. I have
call them out, dude.
I have a secret bit that where like if there was a missile that was headed towards Chicago and it was going to blow up Chicago, and then all of a sudden it got veered off and it hit one of these suburbs. All these people in Northside, all these white people would be like, I'm from Chicago. They'll be crying their ass off because it hit one of the suburbs. Yeah, where it was just like regular people in Chicago would be like, damn, that shit just hit Evanston. I don't give a fuck. Or that shit just hit Oak Park. I really don't care. Yeah. I'm from Chicago. It hit Oak Park. I'm from Austin.
Yeah.
But it would be.
Out of this.
Well, if it hit Oak Park and you're from Austin, you'd probably die also.
No, yeah, but it's some of those people who would just be like, if that shit if it was headed towards Chicago and if it veered off and hit any suburb, they'll be crying their asses off. And it was just like, this is opposite of what you say every fucking day when you're like, I'm from Chicago. Yeah. No, you're not.
I hate people say that shit when they're not.
You are not from Chicago, you raggedy bitch.
Can we talk about Oak Park for a minute?
Yeah.
Anybody spend any time over there?
I haven't been there in a minute. You got anything to say about Oak Park? What's going on, dude? Are they doing the mandate over there?
I don't know what the fuck they are up to politically. It's it's decently affluent over there.
Their mayor is Hitler nowadays.
Damn, is a Hitler or the Hitler or a Hitler?
The guy who goes by Adolf Hitler. I know you haven't been paying attention, but I've been paying a lot of attention to the mayor of, and it's Hitler, yeah.
No, I pay a lot of attention to everything.
Sorry, continue.
Continue. But
now that you know this new
I don't know who the mayor is, but Oak Park in its development purposely built cul-de-sacs all up along the border of the street that neighbors Austin, which is the Chicago portion of the neighborhood.
Right.
So they make it so that you cannot just cruise through Oak Park because everything is cul-de-saced off. And they did that specifically just to keep black people from driving through their neighborhood. The foresight in these people to think that far ahead down the road to be like, we're white now, but we're going to be whiter in the future.
You think white people are smarter than they are, dude? They're just like, we want cul-de-sacs because we're white.
No, some things are, though. Some things are set up like that, like a cul-de-sac or some shit, where it's just like, damn, this is...
Also, cul-de-sacs are some super white shit. So they're like, yeah, we need some white shit.
That is the whitest thing you can do.
They probably thought about that more than the veering off thing. They're probably like, yeah, we're white. We need some white-ass shit, like some cul-de-sacs.
If you in Chicago and you cruising up Austin Boulevard, which is the border between Austin and, Oak Park, you're going to be looking on one side and you're going to be able to turn down those streets, and on the other side, you're going to be like, how the fuck do I get over there?
Yeah, but where else are you going to hotbox your car? You got to go on the curvy streets.
Man, in Oak Park, you go to the woods. You park your car in the woods up along Thatcher
Among
Avenue.
the oaks.
Yeah. Smoking and toking in the oaks.
Same as Evanston, but we go to Skokie, and then we go down those curvy roads kind of like that, and then you find a spot, and then you hotbox a car, and then the cops pull you over and you get arrested. Because like me and my friends did.
See, I hate that. But I know those people, you just hotbox in front of your house or something like that. Those people hotbox.
Motherfuckers in Oak Park hotbox in their house.
My friend just got out of jail, and we hopped in his car, and we went in hotbox in Skokie, like right on the other side of Evanston. And like 10 minutes later, there was cops right behind us. We were all on the ground. And I was like, this is fun.
You gotta, if you're gonna do some illegal shit, you gotta hang out in a you have to be in the city, actually in the city, because the Chicago cops in the city don't do shit.
Yeah, I know, 100%. I totally agree, because the Skokie cops will fuck you over. I've been arrested several times.
Any of the outlying cops, you know, if you're in the UIC neighborhood, Chicago,
you can drunk drive anywhere in Chicago. They don't give a fuck. But if you're in a suburb, they'll pull you over right away.
Especially if you're downtown. There are no rules down there.
None.
Nobody gets pulled over downtown.
It's kind of hilarious. The only thing I will say, being from Detroit, I have noticed
less rules in Detroit.
No. But it's the same thing though. Like how cops aren't trying to like pull people over for a lot of like petty traffic tickets.
They're busy. Yeah.
The only thing I will say though, and then it is predatory though. And like I've been a black person. I used to like the police until I moved to Chicago. I was one of those black dudes that never had a problem with the police.
Oh, I think you even been about that, right?
Yeah. In Detroit, I never had a problem with the police because the police never bothered me. Because in Detroit, they would just talk to me and they would run up on me. Like I had the police run up on me 2 times where they'd just be like, "What you doing?" And I'd just be like, "Hey, nothing."
I'm slider bite.
Yeah, basically that. Before I was slider bite, and they'll just be like, "Oh, get the fuck out of my face."
I'm Martez.
Like, I'll just be like, "Hey, I'm Martez." And it was one time
welcome to the show.
It was literally one time where I was literally about to buy weed from my friend, and they were just like, they were just like, put your car in park. Don't just, because I had my car in park. I was in park waiting on this dude to sell me some weed, and they were just like, don't just sit there with your foot on the brake. Put your car in park so your foot isn't on the gas because we think you're doing a drive-by or some bullshit like that. Like every time the police have talked to me in Detroit, they've just been like, "What you doing?" And I'll just be like, "Hey, I'm just hanging out." And they just be like, "Hey, well, just don't do this."
I burned down the house with a can full of gas and a handful of matches.
Yeah, they'll just be like, "Hey, just don't do this, and you're all right." But then I moved to Chicago, and they'll just be like, "What you doing, bitch? You ain't shit, bitch." Yeah, and I'm just like, "Hey, I'm not doing anything. I'm smart." And they're just like, "Fuck you, bitch." And it was like, okay, these people are racist.
Well, as a police officer.
You are not that is so funny. We're not videotaping this at all, people. But it was like you literally.
I'm pointing at my mustache.
Yeah, but yeah, he pointed at his facial features like, yeah, look at me. Yes, because I'm clearly a white. But you do look like a white person that would be. But you would be like
Not a cop. I've been arrested too many times to be a cop.
No, you've been arrested up here.
I don't like the cop. Well, I've been arrested in Evanston. Once, and then arrested in Iowa City.
Hey, I'm saying this is one of you see all this blue shit up there. This is not a game. When I start filming things, you're gonna be a cop. You're gonna be some kind of authority figure.
Hey, I'm Don Connolly from Boston.
Yeah,
I'm part of the police department.
And then all my black and POC fans, it's gonna be believable. You're gonna be like, yeah, we believe that motherfucker was the man. And then you're just like, yeah, the police hate me. And you will be the police in every movie I shoot.
I'm the top police officer in Chicago.
See, yeah, and then you got accents. Don't do all that. You're a white guy with accents.
Boston accent as a Chicago cop.
Yeah, no, Chicago cops are just most of them.
Sounds like the most racist thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, most of them been pieces of shit.
Well, the Boston cops are probably the most racist cops.
Yeah, but a Boston cop in Chicago, like you came here.
They probably wouldn't even let a Boston cop here because it was like, hey, there's different shit going on here.
I mean, if they were coming here, it'd be to be racist.
Yeah, because Boston cops probably don't even.
Weak ass racism you got in Chicago.
You pull people over.
Yeah, no, I feel like Chicago cops like they at least play a game where it's some like Chicago cops where they like have a black lingo and then they're like within the black community and they're cool and shit. I feel like there are no cool cops in Boston. They're all racist. Yeah, it was like there's nobody cool. Oh, and then I was about to, what I was saying though, as far as like driving with no rules, I feel like cops don't pull you over as much on the north side, but on the south side,
no, they do.
Yeah, on the south side, that's where they're pulling you over for petty shit. Or they'll be like, hey, your tags are expired. Or
the thing is on the north side, or actually not in Chicago, I mean, I guess in the suburbs, but in the suburbs, they'll pull you over for...
No, yeah, I feel like in the...
They have nothing else to do.
Yeah, no, in the suburbs...
In the north side of Chicago, they won't. Yeah.
Yeah, in the suburbs, they'll get you for anything because it's the suburbs and it's a money game.
And they're just trying to find DUIs or anything like that.
That, or it's one of those
things...
In
Chicago, they don't want to do the paperwork for a DUI.
I would like to say, and I'm saying I'm DJ Sliderbite, and people know my history. I am. I have some people in my family who are on the police force. So there's some aspects of the police force I am pro police force. I'm pro police. Some of it, not predatory shit, but I'm pro protecting people and all that stuff.
I'm pro predatory shit only.
No, only only predatory if it's
joking.
Yeah.
I don't support the function of the police. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you got to have the police. I feel the police is a institution that has been built over like thousands of years.
I mean, like
as a civil thing, but the way that cops do stuff these days isn't very good.
No, I support everything I support what the police do in theory. I don't support shooting somebody and then nobody's been held accountable or none of that. Yeah, no, but I definitely support like some shit is getting out of hand. Let's call some people to show up as sirens. Make these motherfuckers calm down.
That's fine.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I call it for. But I'm the type of person, and then this is just me being a black person from Detroit, and then the neighborhood I grew up in Detroit was fairly decent. I grew up in Detroit in the city, but and then like other people from Detroit can co-sign. I don't know how it is in Chicago, but in Detroit,
should I call Eminem to co-sign?
Eminem, I'm from Michigan. Eminem grew up in Missouri, and you can watch this documentary called "History of Detroit Hip Hop."
This documentary, it's called 8 Mile, man. That's what a nigga was at.
That is not a documentary.
He
Look,
was in it.
Hey, but no, I support Eminem, and then I would say I'm one of Eminem's biggest fans. But Eminem was born and raised in Missouri until he became of age, and then when he started to work on his career,
Then he moved to a trailer park.
no, he moved to Detroit, but he moved to Detroit when he was like 19ish. So it's that same shit. When you ask a motherfucker, where'd you go to middle school? Where'd you go to high school? He would say Missouri. Or whatever. He's from Missouri, and it's in a documentary called Detroit History of Hip Hop. But you guys are
the story of Eminem.
Was he living in a trailer park in Missouri?
maybe no. I think this is what the thing from the history of Detroit hip hop or whatever like that. Eminem came up here when he was like 19-ish.
I don't know.
So it was just one of those things. Maybe he moved to the trailer park when he was 19-ish.
Well, I think his mom brought him up.
His mom.
He didn't come to Detroit to pursue rap, but I think his mom moved to Detroit, and then he ended up.
Sounds like a downgrade, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe better for rap for what it became in Detroit.
We definitely. Hey, we're gonna have this thing.
What are you gonna do in Missouri?
Can I say this
like
thing?
Get a double wide at least. You got a single in
That
Detroit.
would I mean rap wise.
No, you gotta remember it's one of those things. I'm gonna email you guys both. This thing is on Amazon Prime. This documentary where they're gonna tell you the history of Eminem, but it's gonna talk about the history of Detroit hip hop, but they just talk about specifically him and M came when he was in a group with 4 other white dudes, and he was with 4 other white dudes, and it was just like pretty cool. He was pretty cool, but then they just said when he was with those dudes,
like Marky Mark
with.
The Funky Bunch.
But it was one of those. These people were saying when Eminem was with these people, he was the most talented guy. Marky Mark, I'm pretty sure he was. Marky Mark wasn't super talented. He did shit in his underwear.
He had one good song.
He had one good song, but Marky Mark has pictures in his underwear. Marshall Mathers or Eminem has no pictures of his underwear at all. Eminem was always trying to do his talented.
I bet he does though.
No. If Eminem's got some pictures in his underwear, it's some shit you're not supposed to see. But Marky Mark has pictures that we can Google. We can Google right now and see Mark. We can see Marky Mark's balls.
I respect Marky Mark because he's a hustler.
Oh, Jesus. Would you respect Marky Mark if you were an Asian child getting a rock thrown at you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to pull it because I know how it is when people pull up people's shit and all that shit. But you know that's a real thing.
I heard this story.
So you know that's a real yes or no? You know that's a real story.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, that's why you know.
The story is.
You don't know, or you?
No.
Oh, you were just co-signing what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh no, man, no.
I just co-signed with Marky Mark. Right?
No, but it was him and his brother got arrested for throwing rocks at Asian children.
Him and Donnie.
Him and his brother or him and another person literally got arrested for throwing rocks at Asian people. This is a real thing.
Okay.
Would they throw rocks at him though?
No, they were. Stop
here's
this.
the real question.
I like that. I like your optimism. Yes.
Why was he throwing the rocks at them? Was he throwing the rocks because they were Asian, or was something else going down?
Look,
That's what I was asking.
look, y'all sound so fucking no.
Anyways, let's talk more about D12. Bizarre.
Yes.
Bizarre is the man.
I love Bizarre. Love Bizarre. His stomach.
Yeah.
I think they're two separate entities. But yeah, no, I fuck with Bizarre. Yeah,
Bizarre's
it was.
beast.
Yeah, even though
he's got one of the best voices in rap.
the only thing though, it was just it's just one of those things, and I don't know. And then I'm glad we're here. I can talk about it. I like them because I'm from Detroit.
Me too.
But
Evanston, Illinois.
No, but at the same time, you don't listen to that all the time. And I don't know if this is a recent.
No, I only listen to Bizarre.
But no, I don't know. But at the same time, was Bizarre. He has funny stuff, but you can't listen to that with like everybody. Case in point, it's an interview with Gucci Man where he's talking on the radio and he's just like, they're just like, hey, we listen to Eminem. He was like, you listen to Eminem? And then Gucci Man's like, you listen to Eminem with your old lady in the car? Did you see that interview?
Yeah. We were talking about that.
Yeah, he was like, Gucci Man was like, you listen to Eminem with your old lady in the car? Really? And it was just one of those things like, and I thought about it like, yeah, I don't. Because
I listen to Bizarre with my bitch in the car.
No, it was one of those things like I listened
Bizarre
to
with the bitch in the car.
One time I tried to listen to Bizarre with this girl in the car and she wasn't with it. And she was a girl that had problems. And it was like Bizarre. Look, and she was a bitch that had
favorite line to throw on by Bizarre is all I need is an 8-ball and a picture of Amber Rose.
Yes. Oh, no, Bizarre has Bizarre has a picture of Nicki Minaj.
What?
He has a tattoo of Nicki Minaj.
Good.
A tattoo, and Nicki Minaj.
I'm sure he has a tattoo of every girl.
But no, Nicki Minaj had to file. Nicki Minaj had to file a restraining order against him legally, just because her team was just like, this motherfucker has a tattoo of you on his arm, and then he doesn't really know you like that.
But that's lame of them.
But no, it's
from fucking D12.
It's one of those things. It's not lame of them. It's just one of those things like you took it too far, and then this bitch is more famous than you are. But it was just one of those things how far he takes it. Where like Nicki Minaj has a restraining order against him because they
took it too far. Dude.
You know what?
Did you know that though? Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but I don't support most of Nicki Minaj's decisions anyway.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with Nicki Minaj at all. Did you know Bizarre has a tattoo of her on his arm?
Well, no, but I'm on Team Bizarre.
No, yes or no? Did you know that?
I didn't know, but I'm not surprised.
I didn't know it, but call me.
You did
Team
not
Bizarre.
know that.
I'm Team Bizarre, bro.
Two people. No, I fuck with Bizarre.
I'm team neither of them niggas.
I like Bizarre.
I'm straight up Team Bizarre, bro.
I am Street Bizarre, but like Gucci Man said, you can't listen to that with your old lady in the car. When you just riding.
You can't listen to Eminem, but you can listen to Bizarre.
No, I would rather cut on Willow Smith or some other shit. It was just No, if I got a girl in my car driving her from North Bar to my house,
Gucci.
No, or just not Eminem. I don't know,
man. You know what?
Now
man?
I'm gonna throw on "Say Something." I'm giving up on you.
Yeah, something.
And then I'll throw her out of the car.
Kick her out. She's not fucking.
On her, yeah.
If she's not fucking.
If she gives up on me, I'll throw her out of the car.
Yeah, that's my favorite Ludacris. If you ain't trying to fuck, girl, on me. I'm the goddamn reason you a VIP. That was one of the ones. And then I guess Tila has a thing where it's like, if you ain't fucking, you can get out. But I just like Luda had like the rhyme with it. It was just like
Tila Tequila.
No, it was a rapper named Tila. Yeah, Tila. But no, the Luda had like, how you ain't gonna fuck, girl, I'm me. I'm the goddamn reason you went VIP.
Damn, man.
It was just like,
you know what? As I grew up, I used to think Ludacris was a corny fucking rapper.
Really?
But as I got older, and
terrible.
I went back and
I was like,
when I was listening to that shit again.
How old are you?
Oh, this nigga's hidden.
Yeah.
No, I always thought Ludacris was dope. And then my thing was, I always was like, oh, my research thing. Even when I was a little kid, I would always do my research, and I knew he was a radio personality. Did you know he was a radio? And he put it in his rhymes. He was a radio personality in Atlanta.
Like a radio personality.
His name was Lover.
That was my name too.
From Atlanta.
Me too.
And so like that's how he kind of like had his cadence. he just had his poise, and I think he had a lot of
and he fucks a lot of little boys.
Maybe I don't. And then I said maybe. I'm sorry, Ludacris. I gotta meet you.
This was not Dwayne involved in these statements.
My name is Dwayne.
DJ Sliderbite's not involved in these statements, and DJ Sliderbite's involved in a lot of shit. So it was not this because
name's Dwayne,
I'm pro Ludacris. Pro Ludacris. It was. No, man. But you could tell he already had like his cadence. He knew how to talk to people and shit. It was just dope, man. It was just
he does kind of have that voice. I can see that.
Yeah, he already had it. He had it.
Good. Yeah, he used to crush.
That nigga can't act though. I'll tell you that.
Lick you from your head to your toes.
Yeah, that. No.
That's always fire.
See, that's the shit that I was used to hearing. I was like, it's okay for a little radio play. It's kind of corny though. If you go back and listen to some of the other shit, you're like, okay, he can kind of hold his own on some of these tracks. Yeah, but the nigga can't act. No. I'll give him the rapping. That acting shit, hang it up.
I'm with you.
Hang it up immediately.
Yeah, no.
Anything you got even pending. He just had a movie come out like 2 years ago. By far one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Even the Fast and the Furious ones.
What was it called though? What was it?
It was John Henry. And this nigga had
oh no, is that the one where he adopted a white kid? It was a black family and he adopted this white child.
I didn't see that, but that sounds horrible too.
Wait, it was something where he adopted a child.
Is it about the legend of John Henry, like the giant?
Yeah. And
like
Ludacris,
with the blue bull?
Well, in this one it's just a big black dude with a hammer. But Ludacris plays this villain in there. And for some reason,
no, I've heard of this.
For some reason, they gave him a golden jaw.
I've heard of this.
Not an internal replacement golden jaw, an external golden jaw that was studded with jewels, and it looked like fucking Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, but imprinted on his fucking face. And that was his character, and he was trying to hold serious, threatening lines with this dumbass implant on the side of his face made of gold.
He was like, roll out.
Yes, doing dumb shit like that. While some other giant black man is walking around slaying people with a sledgehammer. And I was like, yo, they just putting anything on you. Like, I understand you want to diversify the content you putting out, but don't just go throwing black people in anything now. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying, you've been slacking in the past.
And also Ludo, like, pick a better role, dude.
Yeah, I hope my man. I hope his finances in order. I don't know why he would take that role.
You know his finances in order. I don't know nothing about nobody, like that.
Man. I don't know nothing about. No, I don't know none of these people finance. They all bought them big dumbass chains when they got their first check. I don't know how much
used to make fun of those chains.
I seen him with one.
Remember when he had the skits like, "Give me that big ass chain"? Yeah. That was so funny. Have you ever heard that? Where it was like on one of it was like his album or the Saint Lunatics album, where they used to make fun of rappers. And then, like, I have a friend who graduated from Hazel Park High School. Shout out to Isaiah. His name is King Zeke or something like that.
Shout out King Zeke.
Yeah, but he told he's independent. And shout out to being independent. Fuck having a label.
Shout out being independent.
He told me that he was like, when one of his first labels or whatever, one of the dudes that was in charge of it was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, we're going to sign you and I'm going to get you a chain and we're going to get your friends a chain. And then I remember Isaiah telling me, like, the white dude was just like, yeah, we're going to get your friends a chain. Like, that was a thing. And it was just like, no, motherfucker, we need money. Yeah. We don't need a chain, nigga. It was like, we need motherfucking money. It was like
a bunch of fake gold chains, too.
Or even if it's fake, even if it's real, motherfucker, we need money. It's like, what the fuck?
If it's real, you can sell it, but it probably wasn't real.
Man, it was
or
like,
it probably wasn't even a real promise. They probably weren't getting all of his friends' chains.
And the thing about those chains is that you can only sell them for their weight, for what they are. So you can sell them for what they're worth in gold and in diamonds. What you're paying for is the craftsmanship. Because these rappers go get these big, elaborate ass chains, and somebody, if only a jeweler can make it, where the fuck else you gonna go? You gonna pay whatever it costs to get it, right? If you want it. But once you done with that motherfucker and you take it back, he'll say, I'll pay you the melt value.
Well, and you can also get robbed as quick as you get it.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing to snatch off somebody.
No, yeah, I'm not a fan of the chain. Even though I know certain jewelry you can have and it'll have value, just like the people who buy Rolexes and certain watches. Certain watches you can buy for like $2 million now, and if things go bad, you can appraise it and it'll still be the $2 million.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of jewelry. I'll just get a Apple Watch, and
Yeah, I'm not even.
I don't even need a fucking. I don't need any kind of small chain.
That's funny. Like I'm, because well, if you guys don't know, I'm into working out. I dip and dab into working out. I used to be against the Apple Watch. I want to get the Garmin watch just because.
Apple Watch is better. I used to have the Garmin one.
Which one? Which one did you have? I want the Garmin
one. Yeah, not
Shout out to personal fitness.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're about to do this. We're about to turn this into personal fitness, but it's about to turn into comedy because we're all.
I'm going to turn it out of personal fitness.
No, even though we're all comedians.
Can I get a little more?
Yeah, yes, you may. You know where it is?
Is it in the freezer?
No, it wasn't in the freezer. It was on top of the freezer. All right. Let me. All right. Well, no. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, yeah. He'll get it. It's right on top of the freezer. It was the Rock and Rye whiskey. So yeah, we're even though I didn't want to say it because usually I'm always pertaining to a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses, so I don't want to. I don't want to say that we're indulging in the shit. So it's almost. But yeah,
they don't drink.
Jehovah's Witness, they don't do nothing.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They ain't doing what we doing right now.
Yeah,
we got a lot of shit
on my block when I was growing up.
We got a lot of stuff going on right now. So we got more than we wanted to mention. That's why it was. Yeah, if we were videotaping this, we'd be blurring out a whole bunch of shit. So it would be. Yeah, or it'll be a whole bunch of pixelated shit. I'll be wanting to show it, but shit will be pixelated.
Just one blurry image.
Yeah, it'll be blurry. It'll be showing our faces though that we chilling. But then I guess when the shit goes towards our faces, our noses, our mouths, then it'll be pixelated. So it'll be. So that's what we're going on. But yeah, this is like a super good time. I forget. I can't wait till he gets back because I do want to talk about them Apple watches and them sports watches.
Man, y'all got all the money, man. You ball out.
They got all the money. I don't know, or y'all, you do. I don't have the money at all. I want my listeners to know I don't have shit. I barely paid for the stuff to record this on.
Listen,
and I'm thankful to record this.
Don't let DJ Sliderby tell you these stories. He's sitting on the finest Italian leathers right now.
Oh shit, it's not even Italian leather. It might be fucking East Coast leather.
I think he had this shipped over straight from Italy itself. Young carpenter named Geppetto over there slaved away on this for days.
Yes.
And engraved his name on the side. I can see it right here. He's telling you fibs. This man is balling.
No, my landlord refused to, and I love cats. And my landlord said no pet. He was like, I'd rather not. I was like, please, can I please have us? What if it's under 40 pounds? He was like, he said on the ad it says you can have a pet under 40 pounds, but I'd rather not. That's what this motherfucker said. He was like, the ad says, yeah, you can have a pet, but no, I'd rather not. Don't have it.
I know what I said, nigga.
Yeah, he was like, I know what the ads say, but if you want to live here for a long time, I'd rather not. So the landlord would rather not. And so I would rather not.
Shout out to landlords, man.
Yeah.
Holding it down since day one.
Landlord's funny as fuck, man.
Why shout out to landlords?
No, yeah, we're talking about the landlord, and then my listeners, I had the landlord on before. His name is Tito. So and so he was, I was just saying when I moved in here on the ad, it was just like, yeah, you can have a pet under 40 pounds. And then I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about having a cat. Can I have a cat in here? We were just talking personally, like us, and then he was like, yeah, I'd rather not. Don't have no pets in here. He was like, we don't want to do that. It was like, we ain't trying to do that. It's hard to clean up after that kind of shit. And then I totally understand it.
You were like, what about a pet over 300 pounds? You met your girlfriend.
Oh no, yeah, you can clean up after a bitch like that. No, it was, but no, he was saying little shit that a pet would be scratching and clawing and shit, and it was just like, nah, I don't know. What did you get? Did you get the Rock and Rye or did you get the
bad one? Yeah, the one I was drinking earlier.
No, so you got the whiskey. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it was, ladies and gentlemen. And then my link is at the bottom. You guys click on my link tree or whatever, and you can contribute to more stuff.
The Slider Bite.
Yeah, to the Slider Cast. I got more shows.
Get bitten by the Slider Bite.
Yeah, get bitten by it. But no, we're gonna talk. But definitely contribute to shit so we can have more stuff so people can drink and we can hang out.
Yes, please.
But we're gonna talk about these watches because you have the Apple Watch.
I sure do.
I want the Garmin watch because I'm into rowing. I want the rowing watch. At the same time, though, we're all comedians.
Where the hell you go rowing at?
I'm about to get a row machine in this motherfucker where we're at right now. So it's look, I swear to God, rowing is the shit, dude. It's something that literally works out like 80% of your muscles.
Yale, dude?
That's what I'm saying. You ever seen the movie called The Skulls? Remember that movie? I saw that movie. You ever see movies when you're a little kid and it impacts you and you're just like, oh, I like this, and like.
So I'm gonna be in the Skull and Bones fraternity and be a rower.
Yes and no. I'm smarter than that. They would still have to approach me, but it was one of those things like I would love to row. I would love to be a rowing person, and
I mean it's a really good workout.
Yeah, it's a great workout, dude. That shit's a great workout, and then I can have a row machine right there where you're at. I could just have it up against the wall and then just row. Like I'm gonna have a Twitch channel where I want to have it to where like how people watch you play video games.
But no one's gonna watch you row.
I guarantee it. Fucking it. Especially being a black person rowing, bro. Being a black person exercising.
If you're talking, but then once you can't talk and you're just like heavy breathing, no one's gonna watch it.
I think people would love it. No. I really think people would love just seeing a person. I think people like seeing people exercise, bro.
Not rowing and heavy breathing and not
you really don't think so?
I would watch that.
Wow. All right.
If you were yelling like Bible quotes, like that preacher that be out on
Bible
Michigan
shit.
Avenue.
Oh, him. All right. Well, let me.
I would watch it if you were a hot woman.
Okay, let me. All right. Well, let me. Before we get too deep, I want to say my two stories about that. I'm gonna mention that because you talked about that preacher.
If you were a hot girl, I'd watch it, dude.
Okay. Well, one, I was gonna say with the watches. I like the watches. I want to get with the watches because we do comedy. Sometimes you have a certain minute sets, and then like I know like you can. I want to get into where I put on my watch like. Say I'm getting booked for a show, it's a 10-minute set, or it's a 5-minute set, it's an open mic. I just put 5 minutes. I don't have to ask anybody what the time is. I don't have to look for.
But I think a better thing is just like kind of trying to figure out how to feel it out over time.
But at the same time, you just know like you can have it on your watch. Like when is it 5 minutes? When is it 4 minutes? When do you know you're halfway through? Right. I think that helps you. Sometimes
you know how I used to always look at my phone a lot. When I would go on stage, and I'd basically write out like a 4-minute set, like straight up, and I would just like read off my phone and know exactly what it was.
Y'all time yourselves?
Well, because you only get so much time on stage.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like just getting used to like if you.
But now sometimes I go a little bit over, so I just go a little bit under, and I just like I just go up there and I'm just like I don't give a fuck. You know? And I mean if I'm going on a real show, I'll just like try to write out a set and then. Try to get around that time,
but I was just
give enough of a fuck to time it on my phone.
But I was gonna say, case in point, that's why I like those watches because I would get into anytime I would have any kind of stage time, and I would just set it like, oh, this is a 4-minute set. I would just set like 2 minutes. I would know when I'm halfway done. That would help me more. That would just help me more personally when I'm halfway done.
A little like vibration.
Yeah, it'll be a vibration to know like when I'm halfway done. I don't have to look for you.
But then you also get the light.
Yeah, I don't have to look for the light because I just know personally.
One of my problems is at open mics is they show the light and I just never see it.
Yeah, or sometimes though, and I'm experiencing this too, when people like you and shit. Sometimes people don't give you the light when everybody else gets the light.
Yeah, or they show it to you and they let you run it if they don't mind. Yeah.
But do y'all get what it? I feel like we're both people who've
like
been
me.
No, like I mean, but we've been doing comedy.
Well, no, you'll always get lighted, but sometimes they'll let you run it without like making a deal about it.
Yeah, or but like we've been doing
like Beer Belly, like Paul Miller. I went to high school with him. He'll always let me run. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, but at the same time, we've been doing. But that's kind of a thing too. We've been doing comedy long enough to where some people fuck with us, to where other people get their light exactly at 4 minutes.
Right.
But then like we'll be up there and it's longer, and then like we'll just be doing our shit. And it's like, is it that time?
Sometimes I also go short too. You know, like
yeah, but you know what I mean though. It's like sometimes people just let us go longer because they fuck with us and they know that we're not lame like these other lame-os. They get the light exactly at 4 minutes.
Like one time I watched this video that I did, and it was I went up on Beer Belly and they were supposed to play like a Limp Bizkit song as I was going up because I had a Limp Bizkit shirt on.
Hell yeah.
And
greatest band of all time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fred Durst.
Shout out Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, shout out
Introducing.
I forgot Christian's last name. Was it Christian, the guy who was he was the Christian.
Not the guitarist.
He was the guitarist. His name.
The guy that wore the weird outfits.
He had the face He had the face paint and shit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just don't remember his name. But
yeah,
they forgot to play the song, and they didn't start playing the song until I got on stage. And then they started playing Hot Dog by Limp Bizkit, like, introducing the chocolate stop. And then they started like singing to it.
Yeah.
And then it was like kind of a karaoke thing for the first minute, and then people were just like fucking jamming, and like some people like jumped up on stage and were going wild.
Yeah.
And then they gave me an extra like 4 minutes after that. So.
No, okay. All right. No, so all right. So
and then let me keep going, and that was one of the best sets I've had, and I was able to just keep doing like some of my best clips on Instagram and TikTok are from that set. Maybe it's because it was hyped at the beginning.
No, okay, all right, but no, it was like two things. You brought up something. It was just like I just wanted to finish the thing.
Yeah,
I like those watches because you can see how long you're on stage and it can kind of get you. I just want to be more on point with how long I'm on stage and when should I close it out or. When should I know what's going on? Like, because I sometimes I get it to where people just let me go on longer, and I would just be talking on a tangent. I'm just like, oh shit, should I be getting ready? Where's the light at? And it's just like, oh, they're letting me go on longer, and it'll help me out if I had to watch because it's like, oh, they're letting me do longer.
I just don't go on tangents, so I know that I'm not going that long.
But you should. I feel like your tangents would be good. No. But then it was just like you would just know, like, hey, let me just call it. But then you brought up something when you came in, and I forgot. I should have wrote it down when you
what
you said something, and I was like, I'm gonna get to you after I say this thing about these watches. So it's like,
what did I say? I said, oh, y'all right? Y'all timing yourselves? Was it that?
No, it was that because that had to do with the watches. But
he wants to keep his sets tight. But
yeah, that seems like my thing. I know maybe it's because I'm not butt buddies with people. That's my thing too. It's a lot of people that came up with me that are getting booked more.
Well, I'm too much of butt buddies with people. It's a problem for me.
I don't.
They heckle me while I'm on stage.
Really? I mean, but I've noticed this people who started doing comedy when I started, and it's just like they're getting booked more and shit. And it's just like I think it's because they're more butt buddies. It's more.
That doesn't matter. Just keep it going. And
keep it going. Yeah, that's why I'm starting this. That's why I'm doing more things.
Some people make some dumb friends, and
I'm gonna start doing more commercials.
And don't even start this just to do better in stand up. Start this to have a good podcast. You know?
No, yeah, exactly. No, that's what.
Start shit on its own, and then I mean, I've been doing a podcast and it's doing okay, but we're having fun doing it, and then I'm doing stand up too.
I definitely like what you're doing.
And then I'm
say what's your name? You should have said your name of your podcast.
Bad Comedy Podcast.
Yes, Bad Comedy Podcast. This is on Patreon, right?
Podcast.
It's comedy that's bad. It's
on,
not good.
It's on Patreon, right?
Patreon.com/badcomedy.
Yes. No, I support it. No, it's something. It's definitely an inspiration. It was started before this.
Yeah, it's just two shitty comedians doing bad comedy, and it's the worst comedy in the whole wide world.
Okay.
You know what? Some white people love bad comedy.
They fucking do. No, or the one thing that's funny you said that white people like alt comedy.
Yeah, the tangents off of
or like comedy.
But black people are the best at comedy, in my opinion.
No, yeah, like black people like comedy too.
The best at stand-up comedy, 100%.
Black people like comedy. Black people like a distinct set of comedy, but like white people like comedy that takes a long time to explain. And it could be very annoying at first.
Right.
And white people like those kind of comedy.
Deadpan comics more, and then I feel like black comics is more like energy, and
No, and it is kind of frustrating too, because this is something I wanted to say too, because I've been doing a lot of comedy, especially like I've been laid off from my job ever since the 1st of January. That's why I've been having a lot of jokes about the mayor and all that kind of shit. So, when I've been doing a lot of jokes I've been doing a lot of comedy sets on the South Side, and then every time I go somewhere,
you're everywhere.
But it's just different. The West Side, maybe the West Side, because they kind of made fun of me before I went on stage, so they got it out of the system. But the South Side, they're just like, look at this nerdy ass motherfucker. And I was going to say, do you get the same thing? Like last show I was at a memorial, and then I want to say rest in peace to a Southside comedian. His name is Uptown.
Rest in peace, Uptown.
Yeah, rest in peace, Uptown. Recently died.
Did he live uptown or downtown?
No, he was recently a Southside comedian. He's been doing comedy. From what it seems like for like 20 years.
Well, why was he called Uptown if he lived down?
I think he was called Uptown. Just that was his nickname.
I'm just being an asshole.
No, I get you. But it'll be somebody would people would explain, and they would have a funny ass story.
That's why people comedy.
No, but that's the one thing that's very it's kind of sucks about Chicago, because the North Side, it's a lot of mics, and it's very separate from the South Side.
Very different.
A lot different. Very different. Yeah,
it's different and separate, but at least like North Side, there are before
you're rid of my buddies.
Yeah, no, my buddy. But I was gonna.
I feel like that's kind of like a black mic in the back of the game.
Shout out to
yes
my
and no.
buddies.
Yes and no. Yeah. Shout out to my buddies. But I was gonna say, in Chicago North Side, there are red line comedians and there are blue line comedians. And it was like, and that's something that I kind of see. Like it's mics that go along on the blue line, and you normally see comedians that are on this side of town.
Like Coles versus North Bar, kind of.
Yeah, or no, I would say Coles versus Harrigan's, or Coles versus
North Bar's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, North Bar's in the middle.
I'm Brandon Kiefer there.
Yeah, I'm trying to name some shit that'll be like or that one bar with the one guy that people hated, and it was on Halstead.
Bob Keane?
No, man. It was on Halstead. It was this other guy. It was an older guy. But yeah, it was just like, you can tell, it was just North Side has like two different phases of comedy, and then the South Side is like totally different.
Yeah.
And then like
I'm sure it's a whole different scene completely.
Yeah, it's a whole different scene and shit.
Southside, you're gonna get an audience. You're gonna get a lively audience, and they're gonna let you know if you're doing good, and they're gonna let you know if you suck too.
I did really well in front of a full black audience.
Wait. We got to be very specific. I got to, especially for my I got a lot of fans, and I got a lot of truck driving Filipino fans.
I'm great in front of Filipinos too.
Yes, so it's a lot of truck driver Filipinos. So you said the South Side, they will let you know. From what I've seen, the South Side, they make fun of me when I come in there, and then when I'm doing my set, they just don't say nothing. It's silent. But really, I did a set like 2 weeks ago in Francis Cocktail Lounge. Shout out to Francis. I feel like they went from tolerating me to almost booing. They almost booed, good. But it was a tolerating to almost boo.
This is good, because in a black club, once you get to the booing level, there is a heckling portion in there where everybody is ready to contribute. Like, if you've been up there for 3 minutes, they've been building up jokes on your ass for 3 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so if you,
they're gonna flame
you know, you might not get, the clown might not come out with the hook and get you off stage.
See,
but
that's a little bit different.
Ass.
Yeah. At least the places I've been going, and then that's my only thing. I hate, my experience with Chicago has been North Side, where it's just all white people. But when I go to the South Side, the places I've been in the South Side have just been like 30 and up type places. So where at least they're not
minimum, baby.
They're not booing you as hard, or if they want to, they're polite.
You go to the anti-boo hard places.
Yeah, or just like Francis, they were just silent as hell. And then with it was the comedian in Uptown. It was like a memorial for him, where everybody like talked about how they knew him, and then they said some jokes, and it was an open mic, and I went there. I was literally the only person that didn't really know him.
You went there?
Yeah, and I was just like, I went there because it was an open mic, and I was like, this is terrible.
Time, baby.
Yeah, I was like, this is terrible for me. This is bad for me. But the only thing I would say, Ty Riggs was there.
Oh, he's
great. Okay.
Yeah, he's funny.
It was cool, but they treated him the same way they treat me. So it was just super cool. It was, even though he's got dreadlocks, but they were still like, oh, this is a nerdy black dude.
It's a nerdy Tyrese.
Yeah, this is a nerdy black dude. So whatever. And then he had like some great jokes.
Kind of nerdy.
He's articulate, or I wanted to say nerdy because people would say us nerdy, but it's just articulate. But he had
he's kind of like a anime guy.
I would say that, but it was he had like some really good jokes though. He had a funny ass
he's
thing.
Good. I saw him at a show that Dale was on at Adam Addis and a few of them at Rizzo's, and Ty kills it. He's good.
He was good, but they treated him the same way they treated me. But it was just with me, it was a little bit worse because I think Ty kind of looks the part.
And that was also Ty's dad who died. You were just a random guy.
Yeah, I was a random ass motherfucker. Like Ty looks the part to where when I was down there, and it was literally, it's this comedian named Marlon Mitchell who's fucking great. Like he was somebody like when you watch people host a show and you're just like, damn, I want to be like that, or I want to be on that level. That'd be cool to be like that. And Marlon Mitchell, it was just cool watching him. I was like,
well, it's tough to look the part.
Yes.
I mean, I'll never look a part in Chicago.
I think you will. Yo, you will always look the part, but it was just like, as soon as I walked in the door, motherfuckers were making fun of me. And then when I went up, and people weren't laughing. And then when I went off, though, Marlon Mitchell was like, don't do him like that. Y'all be better than that. He was like, y'all be cooler than that. And he was like, he made them. He was like, y'all give it up. And it was just like, y'all. It was like how you make black people laugh. Yeah, he was like, he made the black people clap and shit. And I was like, no, don't do that. It was just so funny. He was like, don't do him like that. It was like somebody died, but I already died too. It was like, it was two memorials.
Well,
Nigga. It was
the guy who died there.
Yeah, it was just like Uptown died, and then I was just fucking just killing myself. Like it was just like it was ultimately bad. It was just terrible. And then like he seemed like a funny ass dude, and like all his video, he's got like he sings like songs and stuff. Did you know the Uptown guy?
I've seen him before.
I saw a lot of people like Blake posted about when Uptown died.
Yeah, he like has a song. He just always sings a bunch of songs, and then like
he was Uptown Funk. That's his song, right?
No, that's a Bruno Mars song. But no, yeah, it was just, and then when I went up, I like talking about it. I was like, yeah, you know, I don't know. It was bad. Long story short, do you guys
know this song Uptown Funk? That was his song.
No, that would have been definitely bad. And then that's the one thing that sucks too, because it's other white comedians who go to Francis. Like you'll be a white comedian, and they'll just be like, all right, I'm gonna accept you for you, and I want to hear what you got to say. But then with me, it's just like, look at this nerdy dude. What did he got to say? And then like every time, and it was like one time I went in and I had the hat. He was just like, man, here come this dude with this tight ass hat on. What does he got to say? And it was just like,
it's gonna be flamed on the way up.
Yeah, that shit was just funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie though, it was funny, but it was just like, damn, like I gotta like overcome so much shit to be in a black room where you are just they would just accept you. And then when I'm in white rooms, I don't know, you know, maybe I'm just talking how I am, and people just accept me.
I might do better in a different room, because when I go up at the rooms I know with all my friends, they're all just gonna fucking boo me, and and they're gonna fucking heckle me while I'm on stage. But I think it's fun, and I have an actual show coming up at Enjoy on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So
you got to say the exact date, because you know people are gonna listen to this and. I don't want motherfuckers showing up there 2 years from now being like, what is this show for fucking Mac, the bad boy of comedy?
Filipino truck drivers, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, what say the year and shit. Like, what is like,
this is 2022. Is that what the year it is?
Yeah, amazingly. But yeah, but when is your show, though? When is the show you're talking about? When is coming up?
It's next Tuesday.
Because I'm going to post this as soon as I can.
Next Tuesday, the 8th, at Enjoy on Division. I'm going to be performing with probably some good comedians. Wyatt always puts on some great ass comedians.
Okay. That's the one thing though, like sometimes people I don't want to, I've been sitting on some of these podcasts. We're not recording like I want to, but I'm going to release this as soon as I can. Yeah, so that's why you're talking about this shit. So yeah.
Well, what I normally do when I put out a podcast is I put out clips, and then I put out like some random funny clips, and then I put out the plugs at the end. You know? Yeah.
No, I'm going to release this on all the things I can, and then splice it up if I feel like it, or if I have the time.
It's so long. It takes so long to edit and splice up shit. The longest thing that it takes to do with my podcast is just making the previews.
Yeah,
there's no reason to really make them, because I don't even want new fucking patrons on my podcast. Like,
Y'all dedicated as fuck. I'm not checking shit. I used to turn in papers. I didn't check nothing. There's
No, neither
checking.
did I.
This shit is getting. It's done. That's it. Press enter. That's all you gotta do. That's the end of the game right there.
Yeah, but
No, it's the move, man. Especially like people posting shit on Facebook and they're getting like ad revenue and stuff. Like my thing is, I want to do this. I want to record this. I would be recording this. I would just post the first 5 minutes on Facebook, and then those would be my things on Facebook.
A lot of shit with comedy is going just internet, man, and
Yeah.
a lot of really good comics just won't adapt to posting clips on Instagram or anything like that. But that's just what's coming.
I will say the secret sauce, or the thing that I think is the secret sauce, is doing things like this, where we could just be, because this is not our act. We still want to preserve our act. We want to be able to do our same 15 minutes or 20 minutes and be able to do that all across the U.S.
I have 2 minutes.
But whatever it is, you don't want to waste that shit on here, on here, or put it on the internet.
No, all
So
that's
it's-
my gun joke and my Nazi joke, and that's it, bro.
But it seems like the secret sauce is just doing shit like this, and then like recording your sets on stage, and then like but riffing on stage, riffing when you first get on there, and then like putting the riffs on the internet, and then like splicing up this shit and putting this shit on the internet, putting this on the internet regardless, but splicing it up and putting the best parts on the internet.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's what the secret sauce is. And then you still have your act that you do. That's
100%,
not.
but it's so much work, dude. And I work 60 hours a week at work, and then I do the Bad Comedy podcast, and I'm going to start editing the Power Hour podcast when that starts.
Oh, you're going to do Power Hour too?
Yeah, the Power.
All right.
The Power Hour open mic. I'm going to record the live open mic and put it out as a podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, Power Hour start. Is that this week? This week?
This Friday.
Friday.
The 4th.
The fourth Power Hour, even though I don't have anything to do with it. But when I first started doing comedy, Power Hour was a good time.
Yeah.
Power was a very good time.
Power Hour.
It's a big open mic in Chicago.
Have you ever been to it,
I don't
Dwayne?
think so.
No, so we'll explain it. Isn't it? It's an open mic, but they have one comedian who's on stage and he has a microphone and he's drinking the whole time, all night. Yeah, he's drinking the whole time, the whole night.
One guy called the Drinker is normally a good comedian. Who's
he's normally a good comedian.
Sitting in the corner, and he can interrupt the comic at any time.
Yes, he can say stuff.
He can do anything he wants.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was just cool. It was cool. He could say stuff. He can kind of add in.
It was like a huge open mic back in the day, and then before the pandemic, and now it's coming back.
Yes,
and I'm helping record it as a live podcast.
Yes. No, and I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're here to say that, because I'm a pro this. Even though that one comedian that I hated was, I think she was there, or she was the cupcake mic. Her name was Danielle.
I don't know who that is.
All right, well, she was with the cupcake mic. But she was the one girl.
I never made a cupcake.
It sucked with her because she was the person that was like, I don't like your stage name and all this shit. And she was with another. She was with
that really hurt you, man. You still hold.
No, yeah, no. It was, but I'm about to tell you, it's deeper than it. It's two prongs. Is deep with that. She was with one. She was with another comedian that's a rapist comedian that was like,
Bob
yeah.
King?
Christ.
No, it was his name's Jason.
Jason Bob King.
Once again,
No, Jason, that word
checking in so you all can realize.
Bob
this is
King.
not-
He's talking about Bob King.
No, I'm not.
He's a rapist.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think Bob.
DJ Slatterbite called Bob King a rapist.
I don't think he is. No, I don't. No,
Bob King is a rapist.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I don't know.
He is.
No, Jesus.
Dwayne D checking
We're
in
very
again.
complete.
Want y'all
Why
to
He
am I-
raped Ariel Julie to get her
I am-
pregnant.
No, don't do all that.
Involved
No,
in
this is
that.
terrible. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta mute you.
DJ Slatterbite rapes.
No, what the fuck? Stop. Like, no, I gotta mute. I gotta fight for people who wouldn't fight for me. That's the one thing I hate. Like, what the fuck? Don't say this.
DJ
about
Slatterbite hates Bob
people.
King.
No, and then as you were on their podcast and you were talking shit about me, they'll just be like, "Let it ride." And
I would never talk shit about DJ Slatterbite.
No. No, you made me. You're talking. That was so salacious. It made me forget what I wanted to say. It was so, damn it.
You're talking about the hate that you have for a comedian and another comedian that was with her.
I don't don't even hate that. Oh
no, only I have that kind of hate. And,
I don't
towards no other comedian.
Damn it, no, I don't have any hate. It was just that one girl worked at the place where where that mic is coming back. That prestigious mic is coming back. I did not. That would be terrible.
Y'all dropping all the R words on here.
She was, she was terrible.
Just cut this off.
No, and then this is supposed to be on iTunes. iTunes barely let me get on there. So,
can't rape on iTunes.
No, fuck iTunes. They're just like, you got to pay $20 to just list your podcast.
And you can't rape.
Yeah, no, I better be able to. I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I want to move to New Orleans and do all that shit.
Yeah, and rape a lot in New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, you can get away with it in New Orleans, but in Texas, you got to be on the down low.
Damn, son, where'd you rape that bitch?
Can you put that as a drop on here so you push the button?
Damn, son, where'd you rape that bitch?
Stop it.
Damn, son.
Where'd you rape that bitch?
No.
Hey, to be clear, audience, none of us have raped a woman.
Not for free.
What? For free?
Well, he has. DJ Slatterbite has raped a woman for pay because she asked for it. But that means it's not rape. So
this sounds like Craigslist was involved. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's Craigslist, and it was some woman's birthday.
His friend Craig asked him to rape him.
Yeah, and her husband was just sick of dealing with her. It's always those husbands are sick of fucking their wives.
Yeah.
It's always when that shit's involved, all things are in play.
And that's when you find them on the list.
Yep.
Craigslist.
Yep, and it's always near Tampa, Florida. That's where it's always.
Only. Yeah.
Florida man pimps his wife to a local DJ.
Buccaneers fans. They don't even have Tom Brady anymore.
Yeah, especially Tom Brady. Oh my God,
they're nothing.
That had to been the last few years to live down in Tampa Bay. Had to been the shit just to be. Honestly, everybody's there for Tom Brady and.
Actually, I have a question about that. Is Gronk going to leave too? He must.
Probably
because he retired prior to.
Yeah,
Brady. I think he went there only because Brady was going there. Gronk is probably going to leave right away.
I mean, they lost Antonio Brown.
Welcome to Slider by Sports Podcast.
Yeah, I do want to say I am going to start a sports podcast with Bobby Balker.
Well, welcome to ours.
Yeah, no, but this is the kicker though. We're going to talk about everything but the NBA, the NHL, and the NFL.
How?
We're going to talk about every other sports thing, but the major.
Sounds
sports
like a
stuff.
bad podcast.
No, it's going to be the.
Sounds like you're not talking about the best sports in the world.
No, I feel like cricket is the shit, dude. People want to hear about cricket.
You would have a big fan base overseas.
In India,
see, that's what I'm saying. People want to hear about cricket. People want to hear about rugby. People want to hear about
No, but you got to learn how to speak Hindi because you'd only have fans in India.
They suck. The only thing.
Yeah, but those are the main fans of cricket.
They don't suck like that, but I'm just saying, like, every time, because I'm in the Linux, everybody, oh, yeah, this is the Linux podcast normally. This is not Linux right now. We're recording on Windows.
This is the Indian podcast.
But no, every time, it's always like when you're doing some Indian, when you're typing in, like, how to do this in Linux, and it's just like, this is how you figure it out. And if it's an Indian person, if it's somebody with brown hands, I'm always like, let me see what it is. And if it's not a black person, I'm just like, I need to turn this off. Because then it'll start off English. It was just like, hey, this is how you do. It was like, this is how you do Ubuntu. It was like, this is how you do Ubuntu and blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, it starts off English first and then it just goes to shit. It was just like,
well, you gotta be like, welcome to the Indian cricket podcast.
No, it was like,
I'm DJ Sliderbot. I love cricket.
No, I love my Indian fans, but it was just like some of when it's just like Linux, it's just like, this is how you put Linux on a MacBook. And it's just like, all right, you absorb the MacBook and then you blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, no, I can't.
You know which fans I like? I love your Filipino fans that love baseball. Filipino fans, let's go.
Yeah, Filipino fans love baseball.
I'm not even a baseball. I like football the most.
I will talk about hockey, too. I got a lot of hockey shit going on. I'll definitely talk about hockey, but I do want to have a sports podcast.
Fuck Crosby.
Really?
What are you, a Penguins fan?
No, I'm not a Penguins fan, but you know, Crosby's all right.
That's like saying Tom Brady's like all right.
No, I'm not trying to get you to fix the league for the guy, and they didn't. But
no, I want him to kill himself.
Crosby?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know this man or what he did.
I want him to still
No.
smash real quick.
He's just a little crybaby.
He's one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, he's one of the best. I would say
He's the Tom Brady, pretty much.
Like I love, even though I was
He
from
plays for
Detroit,
Pittsburgh Penguins.
He plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I looked at him
I
like
like
the
the
Kobe.
Penguins.
I would look at him like how he would look. You would look at him like the Kobe Bryant of
Kinda,
hockey,
yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
What?
Like what? Wayne Gretzky?
Well, Wayne Gretzky's like the
Wayne
all time.
Yeah,
so
Wayne,
he's
Wayne
like
Gretzky's like the Michael Jordan. Then.
Okay.
yeah.
so-
Wayne Gretzky's the background all time. Yeah.
And then I wouldn't even. Well, then I would say, Sidney Crosby is the Vince Carter of.
That's solid.
But yeah,
I would say he's the Dwayne Carter.
no, exactly. No,
This is the Carter.
he's solid.
Hold
but
on
then
to
he-
your teenage daughter.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, pimps and players.
Shout out
Half
to
fast
Manny
represent
Fresh.
true rhyme sayers. This is the Carter.
Ladies
But
and
he-
gentlemen,
yeah.
cats, chickens,
Pimps and
ducks,
players.
dogs.
But Sidney Crosby kind of like he'll manipulate the game though. He flops a lot and shit like that.
And he's the Carter.
Yeah, no, he's flopped
What do you mean
more.
flop?
He's
in hockey?
And he'll fuck your
Yeah,
teenage
no,
daughter.
you can flop in hockey a little bit. Like you get close to him, or he's the type of guy like
He flops in the right way, and he knows how to fuck
as soon as
people
you get
over,
close to him, you can't do anything to him. Where I've seen some plays to where like he'll have his stick, he'll hit you with the stick, and then he'll skate away, and then have the big people skate towards you.
It's like how Aaron Rodgers is so good at like the fake hike, you know? Like Aaron Rodgers is like a king at fucking with the play count with his cadence, and he always makes people jump. Okay. Like some people are just like masters of the small rules, and that really fucks over the other team sometimes.
Yeah, but Sidney Crosby has done more where he's just like doing some janky shit. But he's won stuff. I would say he's beat the Red Wings to win the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
He's a good player though. He's a very good player.
Fuck the Red Wings.
Shame on you. What? Seriously? You know where you're at? What?
Yeah, you're in Chicago, pal.
No, but you're in my house. I don't have a Red Wings. I need to have a big ass Red Wing.
What
here.
city you in, pal?
We're in. First of all, we're in Chicago. We're in a gentrified neighborhood where there's all kinds of people in this neighborhood.
Yo, don't even say you're from Chicago, dude.
No, I'm not from here. I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
This is a podcast that goes all around. But we are in Chicago though, so I would say I respect Chicago. But
and the
I am,
Philippines.
No, that's where a lot of my fans are at.
Oh,
I got a lot of Asian fans.
Hey, shout out to the Philippines.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say I am from Detroit.
I know.
Pro Red Wings.
Then why? Are you coming to Eminem Open Mic next week?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm always at the Eminem
Hell
Open
yeah.
mic.
The
You're my guy.
Oh, but then no, we got to say it. We got to announce it though. Well, then we got to say it.
Eminem Open Mic every Sunday at North Bar, 16 something North Avenue.
Yes, this guy runs an open mic, and it's called the Eminem Open Mic. And then every person that goes up, they play Eminem music.
Well, you can request any song you want, but we're just going to play a random Eminem song on shuffle.
Yeah, I would say don't request anything. Go up there and have some good jokes, and let them play whatever Eminem song they're going to play.
But you can request anyone you want. We're just not going to play it.
But all right, yes, all right, there you go.
Fair enough.
But you haven't. But Dwayne, have you been there at all? You haven't been to any?
Not for a
Hit up the Sunday mic.
Eminem Open
Yeah,
mic.
I don't want to.
It's fun.
I literally have been to every one they've done. So I was trying to play dumb. Like, have you been?
And
to
we've
any?
also
But
had
I
like
don't-
some
you
big
haven't been
headliners that have come out, like Dale McPeak, Chris Toomey was the last one.
Toomey.
I mean, Blake Burkhart's a bartender, so he goes up at the end of every time, but it's fun.
Man, see, I got a thing. I'm very particular about my open mics, and I want them half empty and unattended and unattentive.
The
by
last
people
one of
that are
mine
there.
was, so.
No, this is exactly what I'm going for.
half empty and unattended.
I like to go to late night.
Are you
early
scared to
paying
perform in
attention.
front of people?
I want everybody to know the Eminem.
No,
the
actually.
Eminem open mic is always packed.
Always full of
See?
people.
That's not.
Always full of milfs.
It's never been empty, ever.
Yeah, never.
That's
Where'd you find this milf? Like,
Damn,
they're in there.
son, where'd you find this open mic?
This mic is packed.
that's
Wow,
not me.
it's crazy. All the headliners
Mike.
always there.
Y'all love it. Y'all love the crowd. I hate packed mics. I hate them.
Why do you hate performing in front of people, dude?
What is this? Really? Are you serious?
This is why you always see me at open mics. I never perform though, and I just hate open mic.
Are you scared?
No, I hate that it's all comedians there. That's the difference between the North and the South Side. I don't want to drive all the way to the South Side, but there's actual people there that are there to watch.
Yeah,
Over there, it's a bunch of pretentious motherfuckers scrolling their phone. Nobody's paying attention to.
I think I might do okay on the South Side with my gun jokes.
No, you would. That's the only thing I would say. Southside mics or a lot of black mics, if the mic is supposed to start at 8:00, they'll do it at 9 when people show up.
Yeah, no. I think I'll do one of my jokes and I'll do it slow at the beginning and then I'll get into it faster and I think I would do well.
But it's a lot of black mics. It's always and I hate saying black mics, like whatever.
I think I would do good at a black mic.
No, you will because people will look at you like how they will accept you for who you are.
Yeah,
and you won't have to overcome anything.
And then I'll be like, I'm not with this guy.
Yeah, no. Even if you wouldn't have to overcome anything. I would literally. I'm always like, hey, I'm DJ Slayer. Like, hey, yeah.
I'm kidding.
The one guy like
I'm not gonna say I'm not with you.
Everybody, and then they always have. I don't know if you experience like Ty Riggs didn't experience because he looks like he's of the South Side. So I guess.
Well, no, he looks like Snoop Dogg kind of.
Yeah, but
he's got that vibe, you know.
Nobody's like, oh man, he's not a nerdy black guy. But like, how do you when you on the South Side? Dwayne, I'm directing this towards Dwayne. People don't know I'm looking at Dwayne.
Oh, shout out to Dwayne.
My name's Dwayne.
Yeah, but it was just like when people, do you get to like, who is this motherfucker? Is he always down here?
Yeah, I hate Ty Riggs so much. He's a bitch, and I'm gonna kill him and Bob Keane.
Jesus, no, those people. I mean, cheese and rice, but those people are.
This is Dwayne checking in. Just want you all to know I am not affiliated with any negativity.
Yo, Mac, what's up?
No, man, and the black mics, you know. I rarely go to those. For one, they're kind of out of my way. For two, I love them, but the motherfuckers will bump you all over the place, especially if you're not a regular over there, which is kind of normal in comedy, but you get bumped, and usually there are some hosts that love their stage time. I ain't gonna drop no names. When I host, the motherfuckers love their stage time.
When I host, I never do more than 4 minutes.
Oh, shit. There was a bar I went to. It was a black bar. Black crowd.
At least name the bar.
As soon as I say it, you're gonna know exactly who the host is.
I only go to red bars.
No, because the people in the Philippines won't know.
It's the Philippine bar.
It's bartender. You know.
Oh no! Everybody always my man's is good, but yeah,
he's great.
He's up there a lot. That's the one thing.
Where?
Bartender. It's on
Is
Taylor
that a bar?
Street. It's on Taylor Street. It's on Taylor Street and near UIC in Chicago.
Little Italy.
Yeah, near Little Italy in Chicago.
I'm not an Italian, so I'm not gonna go there.
It's lovely,
but it's usually UIC people there.
I only go to North Bar, guys.
But North Bar is pretty good. North Bar is trying to make a name for itself.
Well, I'm making a name for North Bar.
Yes, do it, motherfucker. Yes, and then you be the guy there.
Hey, no offense, but you remind me of Danny Brown in a good way with better teeth than Danny Brown.
Danny Brown with good teeth. All right.
Danny Brown is retarded.
Well, Danny Brown is not retarded. Danny Brown is one of the best rappers, and he has a gap tooth, so that's why I said with better teeth.
He's a Detroit rapper.
Yeah. He is a Detroit rapper.
Yeah, no, Danny
Brown. So you should know, was he your pal back in...
No, he was not my pal. But Danny Brown's he's from Detroit. Specifically, he's from Highland Park.
Bitch pussy smell like a penguin.
He's from Highland Park. Highland Park is kind of Highland Park's cool because it's like a city inside of Detroit.
Highland Park in this area is way different.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's funny with how the
Jewish grandmas.
No, that's why it's funny how like the names in America, it'll be the same name of a city, and then you go to another state, and this is like affluent place.
It's like you go to Detroit, Little Caesars is good, and then you go to here, it's not.
Martin Luther King
Little
Drive
Caesars
is
is
the
not
same
good
everywhere.
in Detroit. I don't know who's told you
there are
that.
a lot of Martin Luther King drives. I used to work in up in North Chicago, which is like by Lake Bluff, and they had a Martin Luther King Drive there.
Was it violent too?
It was a good drive.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
I used to drive down it. Like,
That's what I associate King Drive with, just the south side portion of it. Where it's
there's a lot of Martin Luther King drives. I feel like
MLK
drives. Yeah,
No, they're usually okay.
does that one extend? Does that one go all the way to Lake Bluff?
it goes all the way to it's a east-west street, so it goes like towards the lake. I don't know if it. I think it ends in Sheridan.
See, this is local Chicago
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah,
No,
this is
but
very Chicago specific.
No,
banter.
we're being Chicago specific, and then I don't know what my future entails as far as being in Chicago.
Killing yourself.
No, not
That's
that.
what mine hasn't done.
Not for free. Not for free. What about
For $10?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be more than $10, but less than 500. So you can figure out the number,
This
bitch.
is Wayne D.
400.
Man.
We can get it popping.
Want to let you all know, get help if you are experiencing suicidal thoughts.
Yes.
Get help.
Get
Hey,
help.
it's
But if you wanna
it's
send
me.
DJ
I got a
Slider-
red hat on.
Yes, send these people. But if you want to send DJ Slider by $4.25, and I will do something crazy for $4.25.
He'll say he'll slurp your slider by. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey man, anything for comedy, Mark. You know what I'm saying?
Comedy.
I support your decisions in life. That's what it comes to.
Yeah, no, but I was talking about how.
Yo, why do you have green socks, dude? What are you, Roger Klotz?
Hey man,
No, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, those are very Ninja Turtle esque.
No, you're Roger Klotz.
I got a thing where my
Roger
socks have to
Klotz.
match. My socks have to match, or I will like not leave the house. It's a thing.
No, what do you mean? Like with each other? Yeah, you got to wear matching socks.
Yeah,
yes.
my socks match too, but they're just black socks.
Yeah.
No. I have to have the exact same sock.
Yeah, me
on
too.
each foot.
I do also.
Like some people will just put on socks.
No,
Any
I know,
sock.
but that doesn't mean you have to
you-
wear a bright green.
I really, yes, I like how you were saying it. Yeah, it was just like, hey, please explain why are they bright green though.
Look, these are the two that I
I understand
open my
your
drawer.
argument, but why are they bright?
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, my socks got to match.
Look,
Then
I
they got to be
open
the
my
same
drawer.
way. Just like, nigga, explain the
You're open,
color.
you have an open mic drawer?
Explain the color.
I
of the
opened my
socks.
sock drawer and I was like, these two are definitely the same sock. I didn't have to sift through a bunch of socks to get to this decision. These were the easy pick.
But are those? Do you have a lot of bright colors? Or those
You're
the
like,
brightest
this
color
is my
socks you
decision.
I usually go with a good variety pack. Anything but white. I cannot wear a white sock anymore. I don't know what happened at some point in my life, but white socks are done.
Hey,
Yeah.
black socks matter, my dudes.
got? Yeah. I'm all about these African American socks.
Yeah, the black socks, any sock that's not white, man. Just make it happen.
Yeah, what am I gonna wear? White, like fucking whitey tighties? No.
And then I wear DC, and then they're DCs. I want to let people know that I used to be a skater.
Hey, look, I told y'all Slider Bite was balling out here, you understand?
I want people to know that I wasn't a skater, so I wear low ones.
Even though you got the skater shoes on and shit.
No. These are
Those are
low
not
top
skater
Nike
shoes.
Airs, motherfucker.
Those are not skater shoes.
These are not skater shoes.
They look like skater
If they had a
shoes. to
fat
me.
tongue, they'd be skater shoes.
All right,
You don't
all
know
right.
fashion, pal.
All right, yeah, I apologize. That yes.
What
Soon.
the fuck makes a skater shoe a skater shoe?
So they used to have, they'd be wider shoes with a fat tongue on the top.
What does a tongue do?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes because I used to wear Etnies, I moved from Jordans.
Yeah,
to
Etnies had the biggest tongues.
Yeah, yeah.
I never wore Etnies, but I wore the Van skater shoes, and I wore I forgot the other brand, but yeah.
Etnies were cool. I moved from Jordans to Etnies, and then I wore Globes. Globes really had some fat ass tongues. Globes were really plain. Etnies were like had a lot of design.
Did you
and
ever
a
buy
lot of pizzazz
skateboards?
to them. No, that's the one thing I didn't get it with the skateboard. The one thing that's fascinating with
How
me,
about World Industry skateboards, fucking Spitfire skateboards, dude?
I never got into skateboarding.
And that was awful. I couldn't even barely do an ollie.
But then I would say the Jordans that I had a lot of padding in it. And then when I moved to those skateboarding shoes, when I moved to this pair of Etnies, that had the same kind of padding as the Jordans. It was very fascinating. But one shoe was $150, and the other shoe was $60.
I just get these because they're cool, low top Nikes, and they're decent.
Yeah, but then when Nike got in the game, they weren't making the super quality shoes.
Yeah, but
like
these aren't skater shoes. You were saying that, but they're not.
I just thought they were. I apologize.
No, these are retarded people shoes. That's why I have them.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Nickelback people shoes.
Yeah.
Because they're retarded too.
This is how you remind me of how retarded I am.
Yeah. Is that Nickelback or is that Creed?
It's not like you. I'm retarded. I'm a fucking retard.
No.
I've been retarded.
No. This is going to be on iTunes.
In every retarded class. Ooh, whoa.
This is the type of things that white women write letters about. You know,
this is the type of shit that white women have sex with me for saying.
Exactly.
All the time.
And it's going to be, and then the ones that have sex
These
with
white girls are like, you're so bad.
It'll be like the ones that have sex with you will definitely outweigh the ones that are writing letters.
Well,
fuck them.
not in,
and then you fuck the ones that write letters.
And not in weight, but just in sexiness.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And you would fuck the ones that wrote the letters. Fuck them.
Yeah,
fuck all of them.
I just fuck the crazy hot girls that think that I'm funny.
My thing is, it's not even worth acknowledging them. People who are trying to like cancel you, or I don't even like using that word cancel or the phrase.
Nobody's trying to cancel me. I just used to.
Not even worth acknowledging.
Yeah.
Those are people who don't have any talent.
Yeah.
Or I saw, and then like speaking of Ty Riggs,
I don't say shit like fucked up enough on stage to ever get canceled.
It's just funny. We were talking about Ty Riggs, but I love Ty Riggs for saying this. Canceling is people who already like you. It's people trying to convince people who already like you to not like you anymore.
Yeah.
That's all a cancel is. When people try to cancel you. Have you ever thought about that? That's exactly what that shit is.
I think
I used to think it's talentless people who were trying to do it too, but he said it's already people who already fuck with you, and then they're just people who don't have it. I'm adding that they don't have any talent, so they're trying to get you to not fuck with them.
I saw some girl at the side of the stage at North Bar that was just like trying to get mad at shit, and I was like, What's your problem?
Yeah, no.
Like, why don't you just laugh? You know,
that's the one thing. Chicago's great, but if we were in New York, I don't think it's a lot of that. Like that'll get kind of like nixed right away.
New York is.
It's a lot of.
New York is the thing. Is Chicago has kind of a comedy scene, like a real one, and New York is like every man for himself. So I think that like it's more cutthroat out there. You know.
Okay.
Versus, I think in Chicago, at least in the north side of Chicago, people like support each other more. But I've heard like Zach Albert told me he went out there and like everyone was a fucking dick.
I can imagine that. There's a bunch of people from different places all trying to climb over the top of each other. You know, 100%. Everybody got their foot in somebody else's bag. Yeah,
but at least in New York they have like more sets going on. I know they have like you would
sex or sets.
Okay. Well, really both. But
no,
I know, like,
not that. No,
not in them closets they living in.
Yeah.
No, I hear.
I'm having way more sex than that bullshit.
No, I hear in New York, as long as you don't have a roommate, you're getting laid.
If you don't have a roommate, you living in a 150 square foot apartment.
No, but
I heard about me getting laid every weekend in my condo.
Hey. I heard it don't matter. I heard it could be a 75 square foot apartment. If you ain't got no roommate,
you got to stand up in that motherfucker.
No, it don't matter. As long as it's as long as you ain't got no weird ass other person there. I heard that it's happening.
Yeah, I'm trying not to fuck off my bitches ever again.
I would do it. I've seen apartments in New York that I thought were a joke. Like before I moved here from
Erica Donnelly raped me twice and
Jesus. But no, let's be real. But I'm just saying before I moved here, because you know, like
I woke up, she was right on my dick. I was like, no.
No, we said it at the same time. No, but I do want to say,
don't rape me.
Sometimes when people move from a small
this
town,
keep raping me, man. That's a good. Wait, hold on. That's a good joke.
No, I guess it depends where you're at.
It's a true story. Like, women keep raping me.
I like the tone that we can have at North Bar that we can't have at Cole's Bar. It's just like, it's too...
I would never go to Cole's Bar.
Yeah, no, it's too... Like, I like how Corinda always calls that shit out. Corinda calls it out more than me.
It's funny.
I think because I was hot.
Shout out
when I
Corinda.
started going to... Because I had just got fired from Cole's Bar, and I was hot when I started doing comedy at North Bar. And I was just like, I got fired for saying the word rape, and there was a guy that raped 2 bitches still works there.
And it was you, but you pretended it wasn't you.
No, I wish it was me. But how can I get fired for
This is
saying
Dwayne D
rape?
checking in.
Somebody
Just want
that
you all
really
to know.
raped somebody
Dwayne, he's the real rapist.
I had nothing to
Dwayne
do
is
with
the
anything.
rapist.
My
name's Dwayne. I raped a lot of girls at Cole's Bar.
Yes. Yeah, my name is Dwayne. I'm very silent, but
Hey, I'm rocking a cool red hat and cool dreadlocks, and
Shout
I
out
raped
to
a lot of
Cole's
hot
Bar.
chicks.
lime green socks. Very Donatello.
The only socks I wear because they're clean.
are lime green.
Because they match.
They do match.
I know you rape a lot. I just whatever. I like to rape.
Don't make that a drop, please. Take that clip and make that a drop.
It will be. I'm saving all this shit, dude. It's gonna be good.
Rape my green socks.
But how do y'all feel about Austin though? Would you go to Austin? Have you? I've heard a lot
Texas?
of positive shit. Yeah, Austin.
No, never.
You don't.
My sister used to live there. I went there once. It's not that tight. It's not the scene that people really think it is. Don't go there.
The only thing I've seen, I follow a guy on Instagram.
No, but I've been there in real life. It's not.
Have you been there recently?
A half a year ago, 6 months ago.
Okay, all right. I just seen the thing. It's just the thing I follow where it posts all the mics. My thing is stage time.
No, I
And like
understand
it's pretty cool that you can go on stage at least 3 times a night. Every night it seems like.
But think about what you'll be. You'll be a needle in a haystack. It doesn't matter.
I'll be a needle in a haystack there.
100%.
What about
Even if you're good, you'll still be a needle in a haystack of all the motherfuckers that are rushing down there.
What about up here though? Isn't there a lot of people up here in Chicago?
I think you'll do better up here than you would down there.
I personally think, this is my opinion, as a person who hates fucking open mics anyways, it doesn't fucking matter how often you get on stage, right? Because I know a guy that doesn't do open mics. The motherfucker only does shows, and he's fucking great.
But he's done open mics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's already done.
A lot of people that are big on shows don't really do open mics anymore because they already have their found material.
I mean, you still got to work your new shit, right?
I would say,
No, not cool guys.
yeah, no, yeah. You
Not like
gotta-
Dale. Or
Yeah, you got to work your.
Dale's another guy who's probably like that guy. Yeah.
But I say it don't matter. I think it's more important to branch out. So instead of just focusing, who gives a fuck how many shows you do in Chicago? This is the same people that have been running these shows since we started doing comedy. And it's going to continue to be the same people, and people will come and go. But if you are only trying to do these shows here, if you're not submitting packets, if you're not trying to, get booked on a show in New York, not trying to do any competition, it don't matter where in the world you at. You ain't going to do nothing. You're just going to be in that city and as a comedian. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I just go on stage and I'm like, yes, I bought a new gun and I lost my other gun. I don't know where it is, man.
That's what I'm saying. That gun shit will kill in Texas, bro. Let's go to Texas.
If you gonna do that joke, you all don't have a visual. If you just went up there in a fucking police uniform,
well,
but
I
never
look pretty close
addressed
to a cop anyway.
no, just get a blue police uniform and just never address that you're wearing this uniform, but just do that joke.
Well, I
Just
think,
take it to the
I think
next
that joke
fucking
will do
level.
well in Texas or on the South Side too.
Yeah,
100%
yes.
on the south
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
or in Indiana.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've done 2 black mics. I don't like saying that, but
Ooh.
I'm a racist. I'm a racist. That wasn't Mac. That was. I got a red hat on. No, did really well in front of a mostly black crowd. The gun joke.
Black people will love a white comedian.
No, white people will also love a black comedian, but it's gotta be like, I don't know. I prefer black comedians, and I prefer, I don't know.
It's such a stark difference between white comedian and black comedian, except like Gary Owens.
No, fuck that dude can suck my dick.
Wait.
We gotta get Gary Owens.
Fuck Gary Owens.
Shout out to Gary Owens.
I'll shoot Gary Owens in the head, dude.
I want to say it's Owen, not Owens.
I will shoot Gary Owens in the head.
There's no S. No S.
Well, guess what? I'll add an S to the end of his head.
No S.
Yeah, guess what?
But you don't like Gary Owen?
I'll shoot an S out of his head, dude.
What did he do? Did he step on your sneakers, or what did he do?
No, dude, he's a pussy.
Oh, jeez. I think he's a good comedian. No, he's
Gary Owens is a pussy.
No, jeez. No, man.
He's a coward.
No, what did he do? He's from Cincinnati. He's ready for these Bengals to go to the
he's from the cool city of Cincinnati.
He's ready for the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl, though.
Okay.
He's
ready for a city to go to the Super Bowl. Cool.
I don't know. I support any small-ass market like that going to the Super Bowl.
I don't.
Let them go to the Super Bowl. And you know they're going to win.
Bengals.
I think we should.
They're going to win. Can I say that on this podcast? They're going to win because that other team.
It's your own podcast. You can do whatever you want.
But I just want to say conspiracy alert. Conspiracy alert. The other team is only going to the Super Bowl and they're playing a home game because the Super Bowl is being held in their home stadium.
Also, conspiracy, they're not going to win.
That is rare.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They usually the same thing happened last year or 2 years ago with the NHL with that with the Las Vegas team.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I think we should do?
But
kind of like 9/11 is we should just plant a terrorist attack on the Bengals. You know?
No, we're not going to plan a terrorist attack. What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. I'm scared.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're use other wording. We can use other wording than that. It was just, remember, we just got on iTunes.
Plants a terrorist attack? I don't know.
Even though we're on all the other platforms, but iTunes is the more...
All right, so we'll drop a big bomb on the top of
we'll drop
Bengals.
Confetti on what?
Of explosives. On
confetti.
the Bengals.
Allegedly confetti.
Allegedly.
And the other team will win. No,
Confetti,
I'm talking about a deathly bomb.
No, confetti that's going to just impact everybody on a certain
full of
team.
mustard gas and...
No, man. Yellow confetti. What the...
Why the fuck does Ohio have 2 NFL teams?
Because they deserve it, man.
They should not.
That's the last thing they need.
Well,
that's because they have Ohio State, the feeder team.
Yeah. But Ohio's good, man. How do y'all feel about Ohio?
I always forget that they do have 2.
Wait, so Matt, where you from? Wait, we didn't even say where are you from?
I'm from Evanston. I'm from
You're
Chicago
from Evanston,
area.
and you're from Illinois too, Dwayne. You're
Chicago.
Yeah, you're from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about Ohio people?
I mean, I respect that Ohio State's good, but Ohio people are lame ass motherfuckers.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't have enough interaction with them to form an opinion.
Live in Northside, you really don't have an interaction with Ohio people?
Well, I'll shoot any one of them that I meet in the fucking head.
I will. I would say if the revolution started today,
the Ohio Revolution.
No, if the revolution.
I'm with it.
I would have a special place in my dungeon for Ohio people. Like I wouldn't shoot them. I would hear them out. I would let them give me their story and explain what's going on. Before some shit.
The first dungeon I'm going to throw a bomb under? Your dungeon.
Shame on you. and I'll have somebody from Arkansas making sure you don't do shit.
Arkansas.
Yeah,
I know Arkansas people. They'll foil that.
Yeah. No, Arkansas is all right. Arkansas is an interesting place.
No, it's not all right. The place sucks.
No, exactly. I'm trying to be positive.
The place is armadillos and bullshit.
I'm trying to be positive. I guarantee that's going to be one of our first big checks from Arkansas. So we don't talk shit about that state.
Maybe for me, yeah. Arkansas, Texas, me and you go on a tour.
Yeah, I guarantee that'll probably be one of my first biggest checks.
The bad boy at Slatterby.
Yeah, it was like Arkansas,
You're
Little
gonna get
Rock.
your first death threat from Arkansas more more than likely.
Like Little Rock State paid us $1,000 a piece. So we were like, God
I'll
damn.
point out the guy who does the death threat. I'm like, nah, dude. Nah. This is my gaslighter, but.
Yeah, them college tours, you can't just go anywhere, man. They'll book you.
Yes, you can nowadays.
Shit, I ain't going. It's
I
more.
would go.
There's plenty of sundown towns in Illinois itself. You can't just be driving in the Midwest.
Yeah, no, I believe it. But I'm just saying, to chase this college town money, I'll do it.
And then this is just Illinois where they're like, hey, this is a rule, just so you know. And then the rest of the South is just like, the fuck are you doing?
I also heard college audiences are the worst audiences.
Yeah, I heard that.
Especially if you're trying to say some like edgy shit or like anything like kind of fucked up.
No, you can't.
Then they'll be like, "Oh my god," you know.
Nothing political because they have all the answers.
But not even political. Just like anything like remotely fucked up. Like they'll be like, "What?"
No.
Like they just get super offended. Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta make a bunch of weed and dick jokes.
Yeah,
win them over.
You guys been in the dorms and
you gotta have
smoked weed.
You gotta have roommate jokes.
That's not a joke I would ever make, and that's why I will never perform at a college.
I'll do it. I will take it.
No, I'm only gonna perform at dive bars for fat, retarded, drunk people.
No, I mean like the fat, retarded, drunk people too. They give you more. I don't know. You feel better performing in front of them, but I want the money in front of the college people, and then I want the residual college girls around me that I can bang.
That you can rape.
No rape involved. They're going to rape me.
No, you said rape.
They're going to get me.
No, you said you were going to rape them.
No. You said that.
Oh, yeah, I did. That was me.
Yeah, you said that.
Wait, no, you said that.
No, they're gonna.
We mixed up what we were saying. You said I'm gonna rape.
Just to be clear, it was one of them. It was not Dwayne B. Checking in.
It's me, Dwayne B. And I got a red hat on. And it's me talking about raping chicks. And my dreads are feeling good. And I'm wearing a blue jacket.
Feeling rapey.
Feeling so rapey, and especially in college towns.
Yeah. Book me right now.
Book me in a college to rape.
Male rape is a real thing, man.
I got raped by a girl twice.
I got raped once.
I got raped twice by the same girl.
How?
Because I got too fucked up both times and I blacked out. And then
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was fine. I wasn't mad about it. But
I know a comedian that has the same story.
No, Erica Dolly, she tells a story about raping a guy. It was me.
The predator. What the fuck?
You just put it out. No, that's what's up.
It's fine.
That's what's up. No,
I mean, I'm not mad about getting raped by a girl. It's fine.
No, sometimes it depends.
I'm not like, oh my, I got raped.
No, and that's still it's still a thing where it depends who it was. If it was Gabby Sinebe or somebody like that,
even if it was Bob Keene's girlfriend, I'd be like, that's kind of cool.
No, if it was somebody weird like Gabby Sinebe, you'd be like, oh.
No, I'd be like, that's pussy. Pussy's pussy, pal.
Okay, all right.
I'd be like, hey, pussy, play with a pussy or play pussy.
All right. You really?
So you got so many diamonds.
I just have to name somebody weird enough where you'd be like, all right, I wouldn't be up with that.
I'd be up with any pussy.
Okay.
Yeah, you wild man.
No, I'm kidding. I hate fat chicks.
You wild boy. You out here.
I only fuck in shape women.
You wild boy. I can't wait till I have the videotape of this.
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn.
Put it out.
You can see how wild the bad boy comedy really is.
Put it out to the public. I don't give a shit. I'm him. I've been pretending I'm him the whole night.
No, yeah, and people believe it. People are going to believe it. They're not going to know who is who.
This is Dwayne D checking in. That is not me.
Hey, it's Dwayne D checking in, and I rape chicks all the time. And I got dreadlocks, and I got a red hat on.
Yeah, and this is DJ Sliderbite.
Hey, Dwayne D from Chicago, and man, I just love raping chicks.
Yep, and I'm DJ Sliderbite. Sometimes I'm Obama.
Yeah,
I do stuff as
DJ,
Obama.
you're the man, dude. But I just love raping chicks.
Yep.
And I'm Dwayne, man. I wish I was Lil Wayne.
This is Dwayne D checking in. I haven't
Dwayne
been here
D
for the
checking
past
in.
2 hours. These are all pre-recorded drops that Martez is pushing buttons on.
My friend Mac is trying to say my voice in a different way. He's trying to say Martez did pre-recorded voices, stepping on it. But my name is D. Wayne. I'm a comedian in Chicago, Southside mainly, but I'm a good comedian, and I rape a lot of chicks.
Every day. That's how you.
Every single day.
Every day.
I wear a red hat.
That's how it is.
And I fuck chicks.
You never let up. Sometimes.
We're just framing him.
He's relentless.
He's relentless.
Never stop. Every day.
Oh, God.
All right, this is Mac Nepper. I was acting like our friend on the other side of the room.
He fooled you all, though. I can tell. He got you.
I'm just kidding. I'm acting like Mac. I'm the redheaded rapist, baby.
No, literally. And then, like, you know how sometimes you can, you like, because I do better with just riffing than my material.
Yeah, me too.
And then, like, this
I come up with most of my jokes on the podcast these days because I just don't have time to write.
No, low key, I wanted, because I learned from another comedian. He was just like, I come up with a lot of my things for my material from my podcast.
100%. Like, me and Isaac just spitballing and doing bullshit. Like, we just come up with shit.
No, you come up with a lot of shit, but it was like sometimes you take like energy into a set. And so like this one girl was just like saying some weird shit. She was like, I'm not a rapist and blah, blah, blah. And I just want to say,
you raped her.
No, but she was just like, I literally have this on tape. I really, if I get better with my editing, I'm going to place this in because I recorded it. And it was like a cool ass set because she was like, I'm not a rapist. And then bye. And then like, they were just like, all right, DJ Slider, bye. And then I was just like, that last girl said she was not a rapist.
Have you ever done any video editing?
Well, no, let me finish. I was like, that last girl said she was not a rapist. Me? I am. And I literally said that.
That'd be an easy edit, dude. That'd be awesome.
No, but they laughed. It was just so funny that people laughed.
No, I know. If you do something fucked up like that right after or something.
I literally said, I was like, me, I am a rapist. It was just, but then literally go anywhere else and say that you're a rapist, and then people would boo. It was just like,
but I mean, it all depends what you're going off of, you know.
Yeah, it was just so funny.
Like, cause you know Brandon Kiefer, like he'll say some super fucked up shit, but not too many people will take it too personal.
Yeah,
because he's Brandon, and he's got some solid jokes, and he has a way of playing it in a certain way. I don't know.
No, that shit. I don't know. Sometimes you just have certain energy with certain sets, and then you can't have it in other sets. It's just like it's not going to flow.
And also,
you can't say it here.
And also, when you have that certain energy with like certain comics too at the same bar, you know, like if you're cool with all the comics there, regardless of what you say, you're kind of cool. But
it was just funny. It was like a fake woke room. You know how everybody's fake woke.
Well, it was kind of funny. Like the first girl on to the left of the stage, like to this side, was like super woke. I could tell because I remember she was like not laughing at somebody's set, and then Gregory Howell went up, and he seemed super gay, but he's not gay. But she was laughing at all of his jokes because she thought he was gay. And I was like, I know you're being fake woke.
Yeah, it was like laugh because you want to laugh, not because you think
not because you think somebody is something.
Yeah, you think somebody fits your agenda, so you're just gonna support that shit. Like, no, laugh because you think it's funny. Like,
right? Laugh because the joke's funny. Yeah.
I can't. That's why I can't wait to I love what Dave Chappelle did when he came out, and I want to talk about when I like how Corinda makes fun of how I got fired from that bar.
That is funny.
That bar, Cole's bar. I almost got beat up by 3 trans people. And it was just funny.
No, it would have been a way better story if you did. You should have. No, you should have let them beat your ass.
No, I should have, but it was just one of those things. Like when I was about to fight them, I didn't know how to fight them.
You're like, fuck you, Slider Bite.
No, and it was like literally it started because I was just like, stop being crazy, dude. And then the guy was like, or they was like, don't call me dude. And it was like, and then I was just like, I wanted to be like, but
dude, this is a sketch. This is amazing, dude.
No, they were literally like, don't call me dude. And then like, they were, because I was a doorman at a bar. And so I just couldn't have, you can't have drinks outside of the bar. So they had drinks outside the bar, and I was like, "Hey, you can't have these drinks." And I grabbed the drinks, and then they tried to grab the drinks for me. The one person, their name was Duchess, and they tried to grab the drinks, and they tried to use their body.
But his real name was Dutch.
Maybe, yeah, but they tried to use their body, and then like I blocked their body, and I was just like, "Get back!" And I was like, "Don't block the door, dude."
You're like, you don't know me like that. Get back.
And then they were like, "Don't call me dude." And then this is when they came in.
Don't call me dude.
Look, they like bristled up or brashed up on me like they were about to fight. And then it was them, and then they had two other people that came on the side of them. And then one guy was dressed regular, but you could tell he was gay. And then the other guy had on overalls that were like pink. They were pink patent leather overalls.
I would have said, "What is this?"
So he looked like Louis. You know how like
I would have said, "Do you guys not know that I have a gun?"
No, that would have been great. But then like it was just funny. The dude,
do you guys not understand that I have a gun in my back pocket and I'll shoot you in the fucking head if you step up on me?
That would have been great. But it was just but then the guy that was dressed like Luigi with the pink overalls was like
he raped you.
They had like a stance, like like a very feminine. Like you ever play Street Fighter and how the feminine fighters like.
Did he rape you?
No, it was just like the way he was like ready to fight, but he looked feminine, and it was just like, I'm about to get my ass beat by these three motherfuckers. Like yeah, and it was just like, how do I fight these people? And then I was just like, no, they might pretend to be ladies, but we're about to go to the same jail cell, so we're gonna fight no matter what.
You punch any of them, it's a hate crime.
No, but it was just like, no, that's what my one joke I used to say, like all that non-binary shit doesn't mean anything when it's time to go to jail.
It's true.
Which jail cell you in, bitch?
Yeah.
Who
are you getting raped by? DJ Slatterpoint.
Yeah, you want to be? Are you a girl again, or do you want to be in here? Are you a they and you want to go? Are you getting raped by DJ
Slatterpoint boys jail?
Yeah,
then you're a man.
But I'm just saying, some of that shit doesn't matter when it's time to go to jail.
Doesn't matter until you're getting raped by DJ Slatterpoint.
Lose situation to be in.
Yeah, when you're a doorman and you're about to get beat up by 3 trans people.
If you're not binary, it doesn't matter if you're getting raped by DJ Slatterpoint.
And then one person really had a fighting stance, like he really knew what he was doing. Like I'm the main aggressor. He was just aggressive, but it was just the dude with the patent leather shit.
He knew what he was doing until he got raped by DJ Slatterbite.
Yeah, like maybe I would have had to turn my rape mode on, but I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I didn't know what was going on. I was just trying to be cool at Cole's Bar. Like,
yeah. He thought it'd be cool to get arrested, and then he got raped by DJ Slatterbite.
Yes.
That man was about to hip toss you through the front window of fucking Cole's.
Yeah. He hip tossed him, then he got raped by DJ Slatterbite.
Glass everywhere on the ground.
Once he realized he was in the same jail cell.
We would have never let you live it down.
We're in the same jail cell as DJ Slatterbite. There's no other option than rape.
Then they would have took y'all to the same jail cell, and you would have been in there alone, and you would have got jumped.
No.
So you would have took 2 L's on the night.
No, he rapes.
Yeah. There would have been other people on my side.
Yeah. Other big guys on his side to rape the gay guys.
Yes. Or at least been neutral. They would have been gay too, because it's gay guys everywhere. But it was,
well, in jail, they're not gay, dude.
They would have just been like, hey, y'all chill out. Like they would have called the truth.
No, you'd have walked in and you'd be like, I'm the Slatterbite, motherfuckers. Be like, let's rape these guys. You'd have talked to the DJ voice. Let's rape these motherfuckers that beat me up.
Let's attack me.
Let's make them beat me off.
They attack me. Let's get them.
Let's make these pussies beat me off.
Let's get them. Let's show them what's going on.
DJ Slatterbite's in the building. DJ Slatterbite's in the penitentiary. I'm here to rape. DJ Slatterbite is here to rape. And thanks for joining Here to Rape podcast with DJ Slatterbite.
This is Dwayne D. I am on the wrong podcast.
This is Dwayne D. And I love being a rapist with DJ Slatterbite. And Dwayne D. Me, myself, as Dwayne D. I love raping men in jail. And hey,
you shouldn't be in jail at all.
Shout out to myself, Dwayne D. I rape men all the time in jail, and I rape people outside of jail too. And I got a red hat on.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
That's how you got to do it, man. All right. Well then, y'all got anything up? Let's end this with any y'all advertise anything you got going on. Dwayne, you got anything happening soon or anything like that? I know you do.
Zero shit happening in my life right now.
All right.
Hey,
okay,
it's
but
Dwayne. If you're trying to get raped and you're a man, I'll be in jail and I'll rape you if I find you.
Yeah, no, all right, but like, where can they
find me with a red hat on?
Because this is going to live in perpetuity. So Dwayne, where can they? Wait, well, hold on. Wait, let me. All right. So yeah,
like
so
this.
so this is.
Is plug music?
Yeah, this is the what?
The plug music.
Yeah. This is music that I paid for. I got the rights to play this.
You got social media
from Curdy McGurdy. I don't know his full name, but his name is Curtis. He's good. But yeah, where can they find you, Dwayne? What do you got going on? Where can they find you?
You cannot find me. I do not use social media. If you want, you.
What about jail?
You have to show up to a random open mic that I may or may not be attending. That's where I'm at. I'm somewhere in Chicago in these streets. Usually I see Martez at some random point every once in a while because that's about how often I come out the house.
All right.
Let me continue my plug. I'll be in jail raping boys.
Yeah, and then Martez, by Martez he meant DJ Sliderbite. But yeah, so yeah, Dwayne will be around. So when I post this, I'm just gonna put Dwayne, stand-up comedian Dwayne. I'm not even gonna put a social media handle.
No, don't put anything you said. Just add the things I said.
All right, yeah, I guess I will. And then, what about you, Mac? Where
well,
you got anything
come to Eminem Open Mic every Sunday at North Bar, and
yes.
I got a show coming up next Tuesday.
Is that the only mic that you host?
This is the one I host, but I go to pretty much every Wednesday and Thursday mic.
But the one that's yours is the Eminem one.
The Sunday one.
The Eminem one is dope.
Me and Max Sorich. It's good. It's a good time.
Yeah, that one's dope. Shout out to Max.
Yeah, we rape
Max
dudes.
Is great.
We go up on stage. We have sex with men.
Yeah, you got to be funny. If you're not funny, something might happen.
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah, and me and my guy with the red hat on, we have sex with dudes on stage.
Yeah.
And
watch out
these guys that we picked from jail.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it says "Make America Great Again." It doesn't matter if it's red. It's red.
We're making the stage great again.
Yes,
at North Bar.
This is Dwayne D checking in to declare myself anti-rape.
This is Dwayne D, and I'm hanging out with Mac at North Bar next Sunday and raping dudes. But
that's where they can find you, Matt.
And also I have a real show coming up next Tuesday, the 4th, at Enjoy on Division. Okay. Come out, rape some dudes.
All right. No, yeah. Or anybody else. But where can they find you on social media, though?
At Bad Boy of Comedy.
Bad Boy of Comedy.
On Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
And also Power Hour on Friday. I'm producing a live podcast for Power Hour Open Mic. So follow at Power Hour Comedy Mic on Instagram and at Power Hour Comedy Mic on YouTube for podcast clips.
Okay. All right. So, no, that's what we're going to do. All right. So, we got Dwayne. So, we know where to follow Dwayne. Follow Dwayne in the streets.
In jail, yeah.
Yeah, or in jail. And then follow Mac where he said. And then you follow DJ Sliderbite.
Of course.
Everything DJ Sliderbite. I'm DJ Sliderbite as far as everything goes.
Don't forget.
To take everything. Yeah. I'm in jail, too. If Dwayne's in jail, I'm in jail, too. Doing shit, too.
He's raping boys.
Yeah, but on the download though, I'm not I'm not announcing it, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm doing all that shit.
He's raping. He's not even telling anybody about it.
Yeah, bro. Whatever they won't let me do, if I'm getting popular, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, so it's DJ Sliderbite, and you were here for the Slider Cast. This is probably the best episode I've ever done. So yeah, this is something. So yeah, hit me up on DJ Sliderbite on everything, and have a great night.